Welcome,
Go.
everybody. We are continuing our quest once again on the Broken Whisper. And tonight, our story picks up after our brave adventurers fled the city of Lion's Pride, the capital of the Empire. They made their way into a city called King's Road. Once they made their way in there, it was a very interesting looking female that led them through all the different streets and alleys, shops, eventually leading them down a set of stairs into a tavern. Just looked like a normal tavern. It is when they were led down the next set of stairs where they met a man called Longmire. Longmire gave this group a ultimatum of sorts. A do this, you might be okay sort of ultimatum. And we pick up tonight with the conversation still needing to be answered. The offer has been given, but no direction has been given yet. The floor is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Sorry, I'm just trying to drop Hydra here. Hydra's
No.
killing my ears.
No problem.
Let me put mine.
Not a problem.
Okay, so we are still with Longmire.
Yes, you are in the bottom of the tavern still with Longmire.
Okay, and we have already accepted his proposal.
You,
I think we were about to make
We
the
were
official
about to.
deal.
We were still talking about it, and it's like in between giving him an answer.
Yeah, you guys were still
Yeah.
busy trying to discuss to see if this is the route that you guys want to take.
Yeah. So, Dr. Angus, welcome.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, my hangover is insane.
So, you've missed a couple of things. Thanks for joining us. We may have become enemies of the Empire.
Why?
So, one of our previous party members had contraband with him and antagonized the Emperor.
This is not good.
No, it's not, unfortunately. So, we've run. They were told to arrest us on sight by we don't know who, because apparently the king doesn't really know this. He's given us an ultimatum for 2 days to resolve an issue, and that 2 days were taken away from us
By the Empress.
by the Empress.
Quite frankly, I'm just amazed that he's alive. I thought you guys were carrying around a corpse up until now.
Nah, he's just a heavy
He smells
drinker.
funny. Yeah, he just smells funny as well. It's
Nice to
Who are
meet you.
you?
I'm Baldwin Winterheart.
We saved him.
Oh,
And then put me right back into trouble. Yeah.
I'm Dr.
Depends how
Angus.
you define trouble.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. You too.
well. So now
So where are we?
Lord
What are we doing?
Longmire. Lord Longmire has given us a safe haven, sanctuary for the time being,
On condition.
and has on condition that we join his or work for his merry little gang. So it's not a self decision, this is a bit of a group decision if we want to do this with Longmire's help. The thing is, he may request work from us or work to be done that may be either difficult or beyond some of our beliefs.
Unethical in other terms.
Unethical. Depends on what you see as ethical.
Okay.
So-
Have we been given any tasks?
Not as of
we
yet.
just need to accept.
Yes.
And I believe our deal was that we have to do 4 tasks without questions asked, and then after we've completed those tasks, we can choose tasks according to our ethics. If he says we need you to assassinate this man, then we can say no. But the first 4 tasks are no questions asked.
The alternatives are?
Nothing.
Yeah, there's no real alternative. We can
Fugitives.
always... Yeah, we can carry on being fugitives of the law without any help. Unfortunately, Lady Mackenzie Rothia was in the same predicament that we are in now.
Exactly the same predicament. Scarily the same predicament.
Like a trend?
Last year, at the Champions Guild, or the Champions event, one of the royals was attacked and she was accused, and she was given 2 days to prove her innocence, and then that 2 days was taken away by the Empress.
So yeah.
You guys will see Longmire standing by the table, and he just looks at all of you and he's like, "You poor lost souls. I am terribly sorry that this is the situation that you find yourselves in. Well, I'm not really sorry. You guys will be, what's the word? Cheap labor."
That saves me an investigation check.
What did he say? Sorry?
He said you would be cheap labor.
So you'll be paying us.
Of course, my people don't work for free, but you do understand that if you accept my terms, that you become my people.
Hey, I need a job.
Excuse me?
You guys screwed me out of my other job.
I thought he was dead.
No.
Longmire, pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr.
Dr. Angus.
Dr. Angus. Okay, and he looks at Mackenzie and he's like, do you know of a Dr. Angus? And she shakes her head. No? He's like, okay, so what is your attachment to this interesting group that you find yourself with?
We got ourselves tangled up trying to solve a mystery in town, and from the sounds of things, I don't know how much of that was real. I'm still trying to piece it together myself, and I found myself here now in this mess with the rest of my peers.
When you say that you don't know how much of it was real, you see Mackenzie look at you, and she's like, did you meet a little kid named Street?
Yes.
Yeah, we nicknamed him Boob.
He chose
Technically, he nicknamed himself.
And he drank chickens.
Yeah.
And she looks at Longmire and she's like, I have the same thing. Exactly the same thing happened to me. You see him look at her and he looks at all of you and he's like, oh. Seems like there's a mystery to be solved then to do with the Empire. Now, wouldn't that earn you a favor that would go a long way? And he just looks around the table and he smiles and he's like, so? Do you take me up on my offer, dear friends? I tell you what, it is early morning. You guys can go and have a look through the town and maybe discuss more in private, further ideas that you guys might have, and then when you realize there is no other way, you come back. And
thank you, Mr. Longmire. Unfortunately, it's difficult to make a life-altering decision under pressure.
Of course, I don't want to apply pressure. That isn't my style. I like having people that are loyal because they want to be, not because they feel like they should be.
Excuse me, Mr. Longmire.
Yes.
You said we become your people?
Yes.
What What are the long-term implications of this?
Long-term implications is that you'd be living in a life of crime. You would gain respect from...
I thought you specifically said it's not crime.
Well, what we do is above the law, because the people that we go after the law can't touch, because money sort of talks in this world. And we don't listen to money. They cannot buy our silence. So you'd be working for the syndicate. And maybe one day, if you do a good job, I can introduce you to my boss. I think he'd enjoy meeting you. But first, your loyalty needs to be tested.
And one technicality, if we do choose to leave one day once we have met all of the minimum criteria, what would that process entail?
You mean to leave the family?
Well, if that is how you refer to it.
Well, let me think. If you decide to walk away and make your journey elsewhere on your own, after having done the minimum requirements to sort of buy back your freedom, nothing would happen. You'd be free to go. And he has this smirk on his face when he says it.
Inside check.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yeah.
14.
Nice. Drangus. Natural 20.
Whoa.
Oh, don't even need to
First
roll.
roll of the session.
Well
Man
done.
comes back sober and
Well
gets
done,
instant
Drangus.
20.
He is talking shit. There will be severe consequences.
Drangus has the hangover of his life. He doesn't trust anybody right now.
Yeah, he's like sitting with that massive headache and he's like, you're talking shit, you're talking shit. But he smiles and he's like, what other choice do you have? I promise you, once the guards go back to the Emperor and tell him that they can't find you, his elite group will come looking for you. And he gestures to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie puts her one leg on the table, and he takes his dagger out from his side and he smacks it into the leg, and you guys just hear ding. That's how close they got to her.
Out of curiosity, should they come after us, his speciality group, what measures would you take to protect this ragtag group that you've just met?
Well, it depends of how much worth you have. If you guys produce a lot of money for the family, then we'll defend you tooth and nail.
And
So
what if they
until
come
then,
after
we're
us
basically on
tonight?
our own.
No. When you guys sign the deal with me, you'll be taking a blood oath. And with that, your first 4 missions, you are as protected as you would be if you become full family members.
What exactly does this blood oath entail?
We don't believe in signing with ink. You sign with blood.
From the Feywild, though, are there any implications that I know of regarding blood signatures?
Roll a history check.
Natural 20.
Yes, it is bad. Because it is not binding you as a person, it's binding your soul.
And it's like unbreakable, you can't.
Unbreakable. The only person that can break the contract is the guy who wrote it. But he's like, but before we get ahead of ourselves, please, go spend some time in the city. The guards will pay you no mind. And when you have reached a decision, I'll be here. But please discuss it. I don't want you to feel forced into making any rash decisions. Yes?
Thank you, Sir Longmire. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And we thank you for your hospitality as well. We know you could have easily reported us and dealt with us in a different way.
Well, there's no bounty on your head, so I wouldn't have made anything from it. Be no point.
As of yet.
Yeah, when the bounty lands, depending on what it is, he just smiles like I'm kidding.
A lodging, would you be able to help us if we do?
If you decide to stay, yes, you will be given a place to live. Somewhere that is your own, that you can do with as you please. This will become your home base.
Thank you.
With a natural 20 with the history check, would I know of any ways to fudge a blood signature? Or to, if I know any loopholes or anything that can kind of be on in our favor?
Yeah, 100%. So you would know that if this is a normal mortal realm dweller, that there is ways to bypass it by killing the guy who wrote the contract or anything. There is steps around it. If this is a fey creature, you're fucked.
And he has kind of given vibes of being from the Fae, or no?
You haven't looked specifically for that. He's just a normal person.
Okay.
He actually looks human.
Well, I'm down to go window shopping.
Yeah, shall we have a couple of beers upstairs? I'll have water.
I would actually like
And we'll
to
discuss.
walk around a little bit. I haven't been outside.
Ale.
Well, technically we said beer, but
I heard ale.
Okay, we can do ale too, Krug.
Please, you guys drink for free, my treat.
Thank you.
This guy's fucking awesome.
you were so loud that your mic cut out.
He just smiles at you and he's like, please, I will be here. He looks at Mackenzie and he's like, anything else, darling? And she shakes her head and she's like, no, I'm good. And she kisses his cheek and she walks up the stairs in front of you guys.
Definitely follow up.
Follow.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys get back into the tavern. There's a bit more people in the tavern now than when you guys went down. But you notice everybody in the tavern sort of sits up straight now when you walk in.
Is it us or is it more Lady Roth?
The moment she set foot on the top floor, everybody sat more straight up. And she paid no mind to them, and she just walked out the door.
Lady Roth, before you...
And you say that, and she stops, and she's like, yes?
This town is very interesting and very large. Is there a brawl house or a fighting pit around?
Do we have time for that right
There
now?
is a fighting pit at the docks, yes.
Alright.
You want to go and win some gold?
Maybe go spectate, just blow off some steam. I mean, we've just traveled so far. I mean, we're basically hunted. I just need to get my mind off of this.
Fair enough. Well, the fights start at midnight, so if
Alright.
you guys want, I'll meet you there.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. And she just winks at you and walks down the street. How long do you keep watching her?
No, as soon as she turns around and she's told me, I'll turn away.
Would anybody?
Well, I would watch her walk out.
Would anybody have walked out to see her walking down the road?
Unless we're leaving that tavern.
Not
then
yet. We still need to discuss what's going to happen.
Okay. So, you guys are sitting in the tavern. There is some patrons about. The moment she actually leaves, you see everybody settle back down, and the laughter and the talking and everything starts picking up again. In the back of the tavern, you do notice another hooded figure that is just watching you But the way that he's looking at you definitely gives the vibe that he is not there as a threatening presence. He's more just there to be your shadow for time being.
No, so if shit happens, he can stand in if he's got authority or whatever.
I'll wink at him and smile.
He just lifts a glass of whiskey to you.
Okay, so are we doing this or what?
Yeah, so Kit, what did you want to do today? Besides the plans of signing our lives away.
Oh yeah, well, me and you did a great job of collecting a whole bunch of animal carcasses. I'd like to go and sell them.
Okay.
And maybe look around for a potion store.
Okay.
I'll like shake my saddlebag with all the potions in and be like, I kind of need a middleman for this.
Okay, so while we're in friends' company, I would regard us as friends, seeing as we traveled a couple of days together. Who are you bullshitting with those potions?
Everyone.
And why?
However, I am just a salesperson. I am.
Okay.
I'm just.
Do you have a quota?
I do.
And if the quota is done?
Then my bargain is finished. I'll point to the tattoo. It's the same logo on my bag. I owe him quite a lot of money, so this is how I'm paying it back. A lot of money.
Okay, I've got nothing to do today. I don't know, Crunk, have you got something to do?
Drink ale, eat meat.
Drink ale. No, you're muted, so it's okay.
That's why nothing happens.
So, Dr. Angus, you're a man of the cloth.
Yes.
So, Baldim, Angus, you both are men of the cloth, actually.
From what I've noticed. Yeah.
Don't know if you guys needed to go to a church, or do you need to go pray? Do you need to go drink?
Before that,
Holy wine sacrament, what's up?
Before that, I would like to just get it out there. I'm not comfortable with this. I feel like it goes against everything I stand for and just every single teaching. So I do not agree with it.
I am all for not taking this. I think it's a stupid idea, but I am all for not taking this. However, we need to have a backup plan. We can't deny security and safety and money in exchange for nothing.
But now it comes down to principles. Do we commit evil in order to save our own hides? What makes
From
us...
what I understand, a lot of the evil we'll be doing is towards evil people.
Perhaps, but there's no guarantee to that.
What's up, Crunk?
I can't read or write, so how do I sign this thing?
Don't worry,
You bite your finger and put your finger on top of it.
Another thing is, I believe we discussed last week that Drath and I would be doing most of the heavy lifting and the grunt work.
You! Look at these bad boys, and you tell me I can't do that heavy lifting.
I punch Crunk in the nose.
I block her. Bam!
Roll to hit.
He's probably gonna hit.
No.
No. I rolled an 8.
That definitely misses, so I'll grab her first. I'm like, nice
I
try,
can.
but
The only reason I'm saying that I would is because you said you're also not comfortable with it.
Comfortable with what?
The situation.
Kids, just go with it. His brain is like, cool. We're done.
Dr. Angus.
Yes.
We did discuss, me and Drath, that should anybody not be comfortable with the task we're given, Drath and I seem to not be too concerned ethically and morally with what he asks us to do. So if anybody is uncomfortable to perform the task, we would be willing to do it for everyone. Do it in everyone's
will naturally require some assistance, but
yes, with the getting there and the researching and the all of that kind of stuff.
Look, I understand it's not for everybody, and I understand some of us have alignments to keep. I can't expect the man of the cloth to go out and assassinate someone that doesn't deserve it. And we also said
if it means anything to you, I have a bargain. I have to kill at least 50 people, so...
Perhaps how deep does your debt run?
I'm tattooed from waist to neck. Each one of my tattoos is a bargain that I've made.
It's fair to say that every tattoo is a debt.
Yep.
Ah.
I'll turn around and there's a tattoo on my back of 2 axes with 50 little stars around it. That one I made with my best friend. We're gonna see who can get to 50 kills first.
Oh, wow.
Not all of them are deep. Some of them are just soldiers fucking around. Some of them are deep.
Would Dr. Angus by now have figured out what town or city we're in?
We're in King's Road. It's the coastal city east of Lion's Pride where we were. About a week's travel. I believe it was east.
Give me 2. Yes, it is. Give me 2 seconds, and I will quickly post the map for you.
Our little halfling has left.
This is the place, and this is the picture of the city.
Yeah.
Now, one thing. We're on a coastal town. Do you know who's great company to keep? Fucking pirates. Woo! You're gonna have one night. I can tell you that.
I hear they drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and
me.
Fuck.
Right.
Drinks.
While you guys are busy talking, one of the bar ladies is like, can we get you guys anything?
Do you sell cocktails?
Ale. No cocktails. Please. Ale.
Yes, we do sell cocktails, and I'll bring you some ale. So.
I would love a cocktail, please. A very strong one, please.
Big one.
Fair enough. I will bring you a big ale, sir. You? And she gestures to you, Drangus. What would you like, sir?
I would like beer. I'd like your best beer, please.
Beer?
What beer?
Surprising to see a man of the cloth drink.
Well, his cloth might be a little
dangling
dirty.
bottles around my waist.
I feel like your cloth's a little bit too loose, but okay. I'll have water, please.
Water. And you, white one?
If you have crystal water, please.
Crystal water.
Fancy.
That's an interesting order.
My tavern didn't even serve crystal water.
Indeed we do. And she goes to the back and she brings Crunk you an ale. It looks like a 2.6 liter.
Oh, like a Super Bowl mega cup.
Yeah, like a mega cup, you know?
I take it and I'm immediately like chugging on it and it's spilling everywhere.
Drangus, she brings you this malt beer. You can see it's got this massive head on the top. Looks really good. You actually see that this beer looks cold because the side of it is dewing a bit. It's on point. She brings you water.
Along, please.
What was that?
I put in the order for the next one already, and
Okay, I will make sure the next one is prepared. She puts the water on the table and just like with a single finger slides it towards you, Belden. Because that's a weird order, but fair enough.
Thank you.
And then to you, Drath, she puts this glass in front of you and takes this crystal, cracks it, and pours the water in and slides it to you.
Thank you.
Miss.
Yes.
Do you know of any collectors of odd bits and bobs?
Odds.
Skins.
You mean a store?
Well, yes, we've already been told about a store. But I was wondering, you as a bar maiden, such as myself, you know the people.
Yeah.
Is there anybody who has specific interest who might pay more than the average shopkeep?
I think the best place for you to go would be back to the fuchsia. That would be the best place for you to go. I'm certain he would pay a premium for high quality items.
Thank you so much.
Just post the name so that you guys actually have the name for your.
Oh no,
for
we'll remember it. Don't worry.
For you note takers.
Easy enough for Grunk to remember.
Are you planning on partaking in the fighting ring, or are we really just going to?
I
No.
haven't
No.
twitched in a while.
No.
I would love to. However, I'm more of a long range fighter. And the last time I was in a brawl, my horn nearly broke.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of letting off some steam, just going in fisticuffs. No more weapons.
Don't they do like 3v3 kind of, you know?
We can always go check. I mean, we don't know. We don't have any
Then,
idea.
you know,
Well,
we'll protect the little lady standing in the back shooting the puny arrows, and we take the big swords and whack them in front.
I mean, it's safe to say that Dr. Jangus and I would be your medic on standby.
Clear. Beep,
Clear.
beep.
The bar lady is like, you guys are going to the fighting pits?
You were
Well,
thinking about it.
yeah.
Okay. Good.
What do you have to say about it?
Good luck. And
Surely there should be some novice fighters out.
she just goes and just stands at the back, polishing a cup.
Droth? What does that mean?
I'm guessing this place is known for fighters.
Okay. So,
But before then, are you gonna sit here and drink the whole day?
Me too?
do you need me to do anything else?
You're more than
Not
welcome
really.
to sit here.
Yeah.
I
I
think...
completely forgot, sorry. Kit. She
Hello.
puts this big fish bowl in front of you.
Oh,
That's got rainbow colors, and all the liquids are literally separated in it.
this entire conversation, I've just been like,
Please tell me the colors are separated vertically.
They are separated vertically.
stunning.
It's amazing.
Sorry, I almost forgot that you ordered a cocktail.
Oh, Dragus? Beldam? Were you guys doing anything specific, or are we just gonna sit here and look at each other?
I'm planning on going to this back to the fuchsia shop first.
Just to go see what we can get for these pelts. Maybe pop in by the church if you guys wanna.
Perhaps we
I
can
don't know.
fly around for the church. I think it's a good idea.
Perhaps you can ask their opinion about the deal
Yeah.
without mentioning names.
Yeah.
So then I think I'm not sitting here drinking on my own.
You could. I'm sure there's somebody here who would drink with you.
I heard that if you sit and drink all day on your own, you have a problem.
What if I do
I
this?
know.
I'm gonna stand up. Well, I was standing up the whole time. I'm gonna like straighten up and be like, this guy would like to challenge everybody in this room to a drinking challenge. Drinking tournament.
As you say that, the crowd goes, yeah! And
Go
you,
have fun.
you suddenly see the whole bar where Krunk was sitting fills up with people.
I'm just gonna pat Crunk on the head and say, have fun, and walk out.
And everybody's like on your tab, tapping you on the back as they just come and stand there.
Luckily, your tab is
I
not your
don't
tab.
know
mate.
what a tab is, but let's go.
Okay. I need you, Mr. Krunk, to roll a
I've
constitution.
set you up for disaster.
To
Yes,
roll
you have.
a constitution saving throw.
Definitely be joining in on the first round or two.
Okay, constitution saving throw, please.
So when this starts, Kizzy and I will make our way out Baldur, are you joining the drinking? Okay, so Baldur's joining us.
I think it's
That would be
safer
a
if
We're
I-
asking the cleric if he's gonna sit and watch people get shit-faced or come with us to the church.
I believe that answers your question.
So you're watching people get shit-faced.
No, I would like to.
Okay, so Crunk, you take a big chug of the drink, put it down, and everything starts going around
That's not
you.
gonna stop.
Hey, you've got to. Let's see what you're on.
I don't know. That's what I kind
I've
of
got you. Don't worry.
Okay, so for the people that don't know, whenever we roll natural 1, we do push-ups. If we roll natural 20s, our DM does them.
You're.
It's
have to do
live,
16.
it's canon. What?
You have to do 16.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Good
make
luck, bro.
this one.
I was thinking we can brainstorm this live. If you get a natural 20, it halves your thing. So if you're on 16, you get a natural 20, it goes you back down to 8.
That's actually a cool idea. Let's do that.
I agree.
Cool, yeah, and the
Because
DM doesn't need to do push-ups.
No, but you've also got natural ones. I'm tracking, so when you do your natural one, you have to do yours.
Well, DM, you can also throw a natural one, so...
Okay, so I'll
you
be
would
steaming
still-
for like 2 minutes. Hold on.
Please be patient, guys. We're just waiting for Crunk to go do push-ups
Me and Drath are going to go out into the streets.
into the streets. Okay.
And we're going to either look for
Like it's
directions or we're going to ask for directions, but we're going to make our way too.
I need both of you to roll perception checks for me, please.
For
I'm
schwack.
with you guys, by the way.
And
Okay, cool.
you two,
Yes,
Mr.
sorry.
Belden.
And I'm sorry.
She doesn't like you, so that's why she's like,
What
yeah.
do you mean?
Off the hop has sold the stuff.
That's a big 17 from me.
It's 11 for me.
Whoa! We just talked about natural
Hey,
ones.
I'll
you've
be
got
back.
your first one.
Yeah,
Just
my
one.
first one.
No, it's
Congratulations.
just one, dude.
Yeah. Ow.
Welcome back, JD. Jason's doing his push-up now.
I did it.
Well done.
1.
Yeah.
Yes. It's his
I'm
first one.
still 15 in front.
How was it? Did you feel the burn?
I definitely did. These arms haven't been doing that in a long time.
Your wife must be very happy.
I don't know.
I love the fact that you looked off into the distance when you said
I
that.
was looking at my wife.
He's not going to be so happy when he can't get himself back up off the floor.
Yeah,
later
he's
after
like-
a few more, and she has to help him up.
Yeah, and he comes back at the shoes like, I'm back. Ooh. Right, so you guys looking into the streets while you hear the celebrations happening behind you. You notice that the people in the streets are wearing lesser clothes. When you guys were in King's Pride, the people all dressed nicely. Everybody was wearing very appropriate colored clothes to the Empire. The people here seem to wear whatever they can. It is more of a poorer city. Even though it is a port city, and theoretically port cities make a lot of money, for some reason the lot of money in this port city does not go to the people. Do with that information as you wish. But as you're walking through the streets, in the distance, you see a shop with a little board hanging in the front saying, "Back to the Fuchsia."
I will go up to it.
The door says, "Come in."
Straight to the point.
Yeah, straight to the point. Shall we?
Yes. I think
Beldam's like, "No, let's not. Just stay in the background. You guys just don't pay attention."
Is the room big enough for
Yeah.
me to? Okay, I will enter.
Cool. You make your way in, and at the table there's a young gentleman saying, "Oh, customers! Fuck! Hi!
Hi.
Have we frightened you?
No,
Don't be nervous.
no, customers. I've not seen customers. Hi!
Forgive me for asking. Why run a shop if you're scared of customers?
I'm an introvert."
Understandable. We would
What's an
like to
introvert?
sell.
I don't like people, but I need money, so I deal with people. But it hurts.
That sounds like We would like to sell some animal things.
Hides?
What animals?
Well, we've got more than just hides. I'll pull out our thing. We've got 3 deer skulls, 3 deer hides, 3 deer brain, heart, and stomach. Then we've got 1 wolf skull, 1 wolf hide, 1 wolf brain, heart, and stomach. And then we've got 1 goose skull, 1 goose hide. Or not really goose hide, more it's just like a bunch of fucking feathers. And then brain, heart, and stomach.
Goose feathers will actually make a very nice pillow.
We've been busy.
How did you tan these things on the road?
Would you
We've
like
got
to
an
see my
ancient
knife?
technique.
Ancient techniques. So that means.
Yes, I'm from the Feywild, so we used Fey methods.
So you peed on it.
Yes.
Is that what Fey methods are?
Occasionally.
Have you been to the Feywild?
Never.
So how do you know?
I've read books. I like to read.
Well, there has been tanned with Fey pus, so...
The people in my books don't make me anxious.
Understandable.
How much are you guys looking to get for all of this?
Forgive us, we're newbies to the animal trade market. We're not really sure how much this kind of stuff goes for. But we heard from a very reputable source that you are trustworthy.
Somewhat.
And put it like this, whatever you sell it for, and you make a bargain on that, the next time you can give us a little bit more, and we can actually make a trade up.
Strike up a deal.
Yeah.
I also use a very thin arrow, so...
I've just got a question. You guys don't work for the Syndicate by any chance, do you?
No. Not yet, why?
Okay, cool, so I can make a deal with you. He guys looks at the leathers and he's like, that's good, that's good, that's good. He picks up this leather and you see this big hole through it and he's like, that's good, that's good.
I use a very narrow arrowhead. And I usually shoot for the eye.
It's fine. People enjoy to see that the pelts have been taken from an animal.
Oh, I can do that.
No, I like to not have holes in the pelts, please.
Okay.
I'll offer you 5 gold for all of it.
Now, Mr. Shopkeep, I'm sure you can do better than that.
I step aside.
Man of the...
Sorry, Mita, my associate, he's actually a man of quality?
He's a man of the cloth.
Quality
The
cloth.
I know good cloth when I see it.
Well, this isn't cloth, this is leather, dear boy.
Same thing.
And you see him, like, put his hand over his mouth and he goes next to the table and he's like, sorry?
Vapors is strong. So
No, there's just too many people.
Just...
Okay.
Do I count as a person to you? Me and Drath, do we count as people?
You speak.
We do.
And you have come into my shop to speak.
Would you like me to
If
step
you would
outside?
like, we could sell this to somebody else who's not so anxious.
No, I want it. Okay, if you don't want to take 5 gold for it, how much do you want to take for it?
I look
feel like
over
we
at
just had
it
this
and I
conversation.
gesture at her.
I genuinely don't know how much this kind of stuff goes for. Okay, hold on. Can I roll a history check to like search the crevices of my mind for like last time I was in like some funky store and I saw a skull? Like how much was it selling for? Can I like search my mind for how much this stuff would might
History
go
check.
for?
Can I assist with that? I mean,
You can roll your own.
okay.
I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 20.
Nice. The two of you together having a little bit of discussion between one another. No, this guy is ripping you off. He's offering you 5 gold. That's not enough for 1 pelt, let alone.
Okay.
I'm gonna gather
All of
this
it,
stuff
all of
off the table and say, I think we heard about another shop.
And they
somewhere
were
else in the
offering
town.
at least like 5 gold per. So
It's like, wait. No, I don't want to lose business. Roll a persuasion check.
Which one of us?
Both of you. Or one with you with advantage, so you guys are...
What do you have a plus on?
Beltham's pointing to him.
Yes, I would actually say him.
You handle negotiations.
okay, let's
Go
have
ahead.
Belden.
Okay, Belden,
Roll
you've
with
got
advantage.
advantage.
No.
Oh my gosh.
He still needs to...
Wait. We said advantage, right?
Yes,
Yeah, but you still have to
the
do it,
natural
though.
one still
I'll do
counts.
it. I'll do it though, but I can roll again.
You can roll again. You're gonna catch up to JD in a hurry.
No, dude. No.
I have a
He's
plus
like,
5.
I'll give you 7 gold per pelt.
Okay.
Okay.
It does. Sorry. When you say pelt, does that include the brain and heart and stomach and stuff, or must I sell that somewhere else?
The brain, heart, and stomach, I won't. There's a necromancer next door if you want to go.
Okay, and the skulls.
The skulls he'll
Necromancer.
buy too.
Okay, great.
How many
You
push-ups
said
do I have to do?
2.
That's 2.
Next time is 4. He looks at you and he's like, so how many pelts is there in total?
In total,
are you
that's
interested in the
5.
goose star feathers as well?
Oh yes,
He's taking the goose feathers 4 gold.
Okay.
4 gold.
Yeah. What's his total? How much is he paying you?
32.
Cool. He puts 28 gold on the table. He's like, here we go.
I'm going to use. Give me 3 seconds.
Maths.
Math.
Yes,
I know, I think she's gonna be a bitch.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to make my horns like catch on fire, and I'm going to look at him and be like, "If you try and fuck me over."
Fine. And he puts 6 gold extra on the table. I apologize.
I'll count it out in front of him.
He's now giving you 34, not 32.
Cool. Thank you very much.
He smiles at you and he's like,
I walk out
pleasure
and I
doing
go next door.
business with you, you terrifying fucking beast.
I turn around and just glare at him.
He's just like, and he just keeps going backwards. He just, and he just falls on the ground behind the table.
As soon as we're like outside of his shop, I'm gonna take Drath and like like you do with a dog when you're checking their teeth. I'm gonna just lift his lip and be like, you got really sharp fucking fangs, but you don't know how to fucking use them. All you needed to do was smile.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I don't want to freak the guy out.
Me?
He was trying to screw us over.
Me? Nice guy.
He's trying to make money for himself as well. Did you not see he doesn't have any customers? So he's probably not eating for the first time in a long time.
I'm okay
If he sells the pelts.
Listen, we're in business, yeah. We're not trying to make friends.
No, we're not.
I'm gonna knock on
But I
the
don't want to
necromancer's door.
unnecessarily kill the people.
Hey, Beldam, do you want to come into the necromancer's shop, or would you like to stay outside?
Is it a necromancy shop or is it more of a
It's an
apothecary?
It's an apothecary ran by a necromancer.
He just told us it's a necromancer, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait outside, thank you.
Great.
Yeah, God wouldn't want me going in there.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Unholy territory.
It's like going into a whorehouse, same story.
The name on the door is the Red Phantom.
The Red Phantom.
I feel like I'd burst into flames if I had to walk in there.
You knock on the door and the door starts creaking open. And from the distance inside the room you go, yeah.
I have brains, hearts, stomachs, and skulls to sell you.
Oh, please come in.
I waddle in.
Waddle in.
Waddle.
Have you ever seen the reindeer waddle?
Do you follow Indrath?
Yes, definitely.
Cool, as you guys set foot inside, the door slams shut behind you and he's like,
I don't even flinch.
fresh brains. Interesting.
Fresh-ish.
And he
I'll put
Slides.
everything on the table.
He slides out from around the corner and he smiles at all of you and he's like, hello.
Good afternoon, good morning, I've lost track of titles.
So we have 3 deer specimen, 1 wolf specimen, and 1 goose specimen.
You don't have the testicles by any chance, do you?
No, but we'll make a note of that for next time.
Well,
It is good for making a serum for men that have a problem building a tower.
oh, we should
But
get some
isn't
for
that just a
Crunk.
myth?
No, it works. Do you want some?
We should get some for Crunk.
Why? Have you seen him have problems? Did you try and do it with my brother? Honestly,
No.
you barely know him.
No, I have not tried.
No.
Should I? Do you think it'll be a good time?
Well, can you imagine? Yeah, I think so. Could, I don't know.
Noted. Noted.
Um,
I'm actually.
No,
he's
we
not-
don't have the testicles at the moment, but we can make notes for that.
well, I tell you what, for shits and giggles, because I like having fun. Here's a free sample. You can spike your French drink with it and see what.
Ooh, spiking is a bit unnecessary, but
Interesting
thank
things
you.
take place.
I immediately take it and put it into a crevice.
But brains, how? And he takes it and he goes. He's like, it's fresh enough. And he opens this pot and he just drops it in.
A very good selling feature is that it was soaked in fey piss.
At that moment, he regrets life.
Everything has been preserved with urine, and I'm from the Feywilds, so there's magic in it.
You peed on the.
How did we have to keep it fresh? We
Please,
weren't.
we're new to the market. We would really like any tips and tricks.
Don't piss on the brains.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. How do we preserve it for you?
And he's like, yeah, some formaldehyde. And he puts it on the table. He's like,
Oh,
use this.
Okay, so
how much did he give us?
He gave you a tiny little bottle about the size of this.
Okay,
Is
where
this
could
enough
we
for-
get more?
for your brains.
He smiles and he's like, open the cork and pour it and see how long it takes to stop. And you tell me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh,
So it's
okay,
one of
thank
those
you.
funny running. Okay.
Yes, because I have a tendency of wanting to keep a lot of different organs fresh.
Makes sense.
I'm pretty sure I spelled formaldehyde completely wrong, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He smiles and he
Crunk's
says,
not gonna try. Ever.
he looks at all of you and he's like, or at the two, and he's like, I'll give you, how many brains is it?
There's 3 deer brains.
I'll give you 100 for each brain.
Okay. So here's the other thing. Can we open a full trade with you, an exclusive trade with you, and you give us the best prices that you get? Let's say you do now have a proprietor for these brains and you're able to make a little bit extra because of the freshness of the brains or whatever you may be. We could sign a deal with you to be a main supplier.
My last trade route didn't work out so well.
We could work on probation.
No, he I think died.
Oh.
We don't plan on dying anytime soon.
Oh,
No.
that's good news. You guys won't be going to Lion's Pride by any chance?
Not anytime soon, no.
Would you, if you go, just take a message for me to my brother?
Who's your
Of
brother?
course.
His name is Hemmer. He lives in Lion's Pride in the forest.
Oh, interesting name.
He
Very
practices
interesting.
necromancy like myself.
Okay.
Are you?
And
are
you're
you
in good standing with your brother? You keep in contact?
We've not spoken for the last 2 years or so.
Oh, did you have a falling out?
Somewhat. There was a situation where he brought me in and he had a clone of one of the royals. And he says it worked. I finally got it to work. And I didn't want anything to do with it. So...
Well, I mean, understandable. Who wants to mess with the royals? You said 100 gold per brain?
100 gold per brain, yes. But they are fresh, so I'll be able to
very
put them
fresh.
to
And then the skulls and the hearts and stomachs.
Skulls, hearts, and stomachs. I'll pay you 150 gold for the lot.
Great.
Sounds fine. Fair. The message.
Let me just do math.
Sorry. What,
Yes,
what
you
message
can
would
speak
you
while I do
like
that.
us? What message would you like us to deliver? Have you written it down? Would you like me to?
He just takes out this letter and he hands it to him. It's like, if you see him, get this to him, please.
So another question is, if we do end up getting a courier to do it, if we were unable to get to Lion's Bite, would that be okay, or do we have to hand deliver it?
I'd prefer it if you hand it to him personally, but if you know somebody going that side that you trust, that is fine too.
So, and just for future reference, this letter is not booby-trapped. I won't, if I accidentally opened it, or if someone stole it from me and opened it, or they didn't know what it is, it won't explode in their face.
It won't explode, no.
Okay, and I'm going to try and hurt them.
Maybe.
Ish. Okay, cool. No, that's fine. So I'll just keep it in a safe place. I just want to know where to place it. Can I put it like in my heart, chest, pocket?
Yeah, don't put it near your heart or your penis. That's my suggestion.
All right.
That'll be 1,250 gold, please.
And he goes to the counter and he starts taking out platinum.
Thank you so much for business. You said testicles.
Yes.
Is there anything else? Is there anything that's not worth the saving?
So strange things that I need. Mother's milk.
Elaborate.
The milk from a mother.
A human or
yes,
a humanoid
human
mother.
elf. It doesn't really matter. Just
Okay, hold on. Give me just a moment to take note. Okay, testicles, mother's milk.
You would realize that this trip inside the shop is taking a lot longer than the other shop. But while you're standing outside, you see this guy put a little signboard in the window saying he's selling fresh hides, 100 gold a pop.
Wow. Asshole.
Okay.
You better let me know if I see that there's gonna be hell to pay.
But anyway,
I like go up to the door and I like try and knock, but I really don't want to touch the door, so I'll just wait.
You're like, he's like, mother's milk. I need a tooth from a shark, a scale from a dragon. I need a everlily blossom. I need.
Kit, are you getting this? Sorry, I got lost.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And then I need some death root. And he goes into his and he just starts opening the book and he's like, I've got that.
Can I peek over the counter to just kind of maybe glance what his list is?
Roll a perception check.
Seven.
I'll allow you to see one word on there. Roll a d20.
The.
My luck. 10.
You see where his finger is? It says Tarask egg. And next to it says collected.
That's more than one word, even if Crunk's not there.
What?
And then, what was the extra thing that he said?
And he was looking through the thing, and then he was like, I know what I need. I need a whisper.
Oh, we just threw one away. Apologies. Anyways, listen, yeah. Are you interested in
wait,
potions?
wait. You had a whisper.
No, I was lying. It was just a joke. Sorry.
I misunderstood that. I could whisper in your ear if you like.
No. It's a sphere. It's usually about. It's this small little sphere.
No, but we'll keep an eye out for it. Does it have any distinguish? Like, is it just a normal sphere? Is it just a glass bubble? What is it?
It's a big glass ball that has there's I think 20 of these whispers. They've got different formations. Some have clouds, some have stars, some have mountain ranges. It's all different.
Mine looks like toothpaste, dude. Does that count? Nah, it's tossing one of my marbles.
You actually give him a marble.
Yeah.
And he looks at the marble and he's like, "Are you fucking with me? You didn't actually."
Sir?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. What's your name? So I can have it in my notes.
Stephen.
Stephen.
I don't believe
The
you.
red
Okay.
phantom Stephen.
And another question. Do you know the man next door? He referred us to you. Seems very anxious.
What is his name again? I just call him Brat because he's annoying.
That's a good one.
do
I
you-
like that.
How is his business?
Booming, actually. He gets
I was just wondering.
a lot of business.
Do you Sorry, I've lost my train of thoughts. Do you take hides, or is that not your?
I don't deal with the skin. That's too much difficulty to get rid of the fucking things.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And I don't upholster couches.
Yeah, makes sense. So, are you interested in any weird potions?
Potions? Of course. Love potions. What potions
Not
do you...
exactly rare. I'll
I
clank.
didn't say rare. I said weird.
And he looks at the potion, he's like, what is it? And he swirls
Drink it. Let's see what
Yes.
happens.
There's health potions, potions of disguise, potions of love, climbing, fire breath, heal giant strength, resistant, and water breath.
I'll take one of each.
And I point at them.
I'll take
each.
one of... I'll take two of the healing because I want to taste it, see if it's good. And he takes the healing
Okay,
and
hold
just
on. Another bit of math.
does a little tot of the healing potion. What am I rolling?
A d20. Yeah, go do it. Wood.
3.
Okay, give me 3 seconds to do math. He said he's taking one of each, 2 of the healing.
Yeah, one of each, 2 of the healing. There might be a fireball, guys. Just get ready to have your hair singed.
Hold on. Instead of saying plus 35 plus 150, I said plus 35,150.
No, this
Yeah,
poor,
that sounds right.
yeah,
That sounds right.
this
I
poor
got
guy.
it, that's for Gronk.
This poor guy is high all the time, but he's not stupid. I'm waiting
okay.
to see what the effect is.
Give me a second. There's a lot of math in this.
Yeah, you guys do realize that whatever your choice is, there's going to be a boat journey in your future.
No.
What did you roll?
3.
He takes 1d4 plus 1 poison damage.
He's immune.
Oh, cool. So he just nothing happens to him.
So
You must not be hurt.
he looks at it and he's like, and he picks up his hand and you see a cut in his hand. He's like, this.
That will be 1,295
No,
gold.
wait. Are these potions real?
Yes.
I'll give you 500.
I'm working for a retailer. Like, I'm a resale. I can't sell below my
is
cost.
it?
The blissful whistle.
I tell you what. I'll pay your full price, but then you're gonna go give one of these health potions to my friend next door.
The other one you bought.
Yes.
Gladly.
And he
That'll be
smiles.
1,295 gold, please.
Says, okay. Well, I think that concludes our business. Yes?
Can I have my marble back, or is that actually something you wanted?
He flicks the marble back to you. He's like, if you find a whisper, please bring them here.
If we find anything on your list, we'll be sure to bring it.
Cool. I'd appreciate that.
Do you collect human brains as well, or is it just animal brains?
Good question.
He looks around and he peeks through the window and he's like, collect human brains.
Okay, enough said. We don't judge.
Thank you.
If you were to collect human anythings, is there anything specific we should harvest?
Just the brains. And the eyes. The eyes are important.
Eyes are valuable.
Eyes are very valuable. They're the windows
Eyes
to
are
the
used
soul.
as currency in the Feywild.
Interesting. And he points to a jar on the shelf, and you just see hundreds of eyeballs in it.
Oh, rich man.
Yeah, I won.
They also make like a really good chewy toy, like if you fidget a lot.
I won all of those actually in a bet.
Against who?
A Fae. Some
Stupid Fae.
What was his name? I don't know. He looks like you.
Does he have like curly red hair?
He does, yes.
Idiot.
But it was quite fun.
Where the fuck did he get all those fucking eyeballs from?
Apparently he stole it from a wizard.
Sounds like him. Thank you very much. We will definitely be in touch again.
My pleasure. Please don't worry about coming again. You always welcome. I'm bad with words. Sometimes you're always welcome here.
Oh, I was just about to say, I thought we struck up a deal. Anyway, thank you very much. We're going to go terrorize your neighbor now.
Fair enough. Thank you. And
I'll grab the potion off the table.
cool.
I'm going to walk... What potion? Oh, yes, that potion. I'm going to walk out and give Baldum the sack of gold and say, divide that for us, please. And I'm going to turn and walk back into the guy's shop.
Okay, getting into the guy's shop. You see him look.
As I walk in, I'm walking with my bow notched.
I was muted. Sorry. Before we move on, I kind of want to just gesture over at the window where the little sign came on.
Do I see it
With
as I'm
a
walking
hide.
there?
You do.
I got this, don't worry. You guys
Okay.
don't have to come in.
Okay.
Okay.
I walk in with my bow.
Who's the introvert now?
With my bow notched right at his head, and I just walk like directly towards him.
He's like, fuck, what's wrong?
Nice sign outside the window, and I hear business is booming.
Yeah,
I pull harder.
please don't.
You will give me my due for the hides, or I will take the hides.
I'll give you 20 gold extra per hide.
You're selling them for 100. I want at least 80. I'm still giving you a profit margin.
35.
I'm giving you a profit margin still.
I know. But my dom does not like it when I don't make a lot of
I
money.
shoot an arrow, but like right next to his head.
It's like
80 gold.
70.
75.
72.
Are you really gonna haggle over a couple gold?
Yes.
Is it worth your life?
Please, I'm wetting the floor. Just take the 72.
Fine. 72 gold.
Can I put my hands down?
Yeah.
Thank you. And he goes.
Oh, one of my friends has a healing potion for you. Draft!
Yeah. You need that healing? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
See, I was prepared. Don't worry.
Just in case.
Oh, you
We
weren't,
didn't know if it was actually going to hit or... No, sorry.
you weren't going to kill me.
No, just in case she did miss, so...
You missed on purpose?
Hopefully.
Okay. He just takes the potion and he just chucks the whole thing.
Okay, bye. I run.
I just came to make chaos. 9.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Yeah, that's
I was busy with math again. Roll on the wild magic table.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, and D100. D200. No, D100.
D200 could be interesting.
66!
You've got the search table.
Yeah, I'm busy looking for it. There it is. Okay, cool. Just waiting for the webpage to load. That's taking ever for some reason. Don't know why I waited to load it. I didn't think I was going to be fucking rolling surges tonight.
I love Draft. He's an enabler.
It's not good. Why is this taking so long?
Would you like me to check?
You can? I don't know why it's taking so long for me. Weird.
So I rolled on my chaos table this morning before I decided to actually play. So I was like, what am I going to do today?
That's not good. Don't do that. Ah, there we go.
Oh, yours is loading before my...
See.
Up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet... Oh, fuck. We're all fucked.
No.
Have you got a different one?
I've got a different one.
Okay, great. Cool.
You guys see him drink, and the next moment, he turns into marble. And he's just standing there.
Okay, now we leave. I take whatever's gold. If he's just got like a sack of gold behind the counter, I just grab it.
So you basically stole from him.
No!
You don't have
just
to know
took our
that.
own shit.
Cool.
I've already left, so I didn't see this.
Yeah, I just, like, I wasn't specifically looking for anything. I went under the table, grabbed, and walked out. So whatever I grabbed, that's completely up to you.
Cool, roll a d20.
And the thing is, we don't even know if this marble is permanent, so...
19.
You grab a bag that goes ching 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 ching.
That one's mine. I shove it in to a pocket or something. And then as I walk out, I'm going to hand the extra gold, the legit gold we got,
And
and give it to Beldam. Please divide that among everyone. I already did the math for you. We each get 322. But for game's sake, Beldam gave it to everyone.
Fair enough.
Maths.
Math's not strong.
Maths.
Okay.
Ah.
So,
So
when
I
you...
take it the deal went well.
Yeah, it
so
went
the
actually
stream
quite
was over.
well, yeah, it was good.
Although we should leave. For no particular reason. I just really
I
miss
peek
Crunk.
inside. Do I see anything? Like I just try and peek from the doorway.
Perception check.
Okay.
Come on, Beldam, I miss Crunk. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this perception check.
10.
Yeah, for
Nice
shits.
voice crack.
For shits and giggles, you do see this, like, marble figurine. It just looks like it's just normal figurines then in the back.
I think you scared him shitless.
Yeah, she's not paying attention.
Me.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Not completely my fault.
But, returning to Drangus and Crunk. Can you...
Drangus, you've been awfully quiet for a while now. If I had to ask you a question, what would you say?
Well, what is the question?
I asked you a question. What would you say?
I would say I'm very thirsty. I've been out for
That's
a
a
couple of
good
days.
man. I need ale.
How's he doing on the competition side?
There's 5 other people still standing.
You see, Drangus, I've got this gift. If it doesn't stay inside, you don't stay drunk.
The bartender on the other side of the table goes, "Yes, but if you puke on my floor again, I might hurt you."
You can try, my love. But let's go, bring the ale.
She pours you guys the next round of drinks, and the next 2 guys fall. It's Drangus, one other unknown gentleman, and Crunk, still standing. Constitution saving throws. If you fail, you lose. DC 14. Drangus, you pass.
I'll be right back.
And you see Crunk go gluk, gluk, Look, and he just keeps going back until he lands on the floor.
You just hear Drangus chuckling.
Drangus?
What is another drink?
The next round of drinks comes and the guy's standing there. He's like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
Drangus smiles and another round, please.
The bartender smiles and she puts the thing down, the two things, and she says, well, everybody's been betting on all of you. And the pot is up to 100 gold. So either one of you could walk out of here 100 gold richer. Bottoms up.
Big deal.
Constitution saving throw, DC 14. And you see the other guy go, look, and he just like, I'm gonna, and he's just sitting. He just like does that slow roll down on his hand, and he's just out. You hear him snoring. And she looks at you, and she's like, impressive. And she slides the little pot with the gold coins in towards you, and she says, should I go get a bucket of water to wake your friend up?
You'll be fine. Can I have another drink, please?
Oh, okay. And she pours you another drink, and she slides it over the table, and she's like, how are you drinking so much?
I rolled a 17, by the way. I'm a stout little man, and I like my liquor.
Of course, of course. And she looks at you and she's like, impressed. And this is round about the point where the three that left make their way back into the bar. See Crunk lying on the ground going.
I still have the ale like half in the air.
The ale's,
Don't miss the ale.
The ale's still in the
Lying
air,
there.
100%. And you see Drangus sitting on the other end of the bar, still drinking, and everybody around the bar is just out.
Hey, welcome back.
Like you guys had fun?
Just a couple of friends who tried to drink a dwarf.
Well,
I take it Kronk's passed out.
Yes.
Can I cast create water to create like a small ball of water just above Kronk's head, and then just let it go until he wakes up? So it just keeps splashing till it wakes up.
Of course you can. And Crunk, you cannot breathe underwater. And when you shock awake, your first instinct is to go. Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, that would be a 13.
Okay, so the water goes and goes, and you just immediately cough up the water. But you're awake. You're drunk. Like, you're very, 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 very drunk.
Dwarf.
ah,
Drangus.
ah,
You good man.
ah,
You very good man.
okay.
Yes. And
Very good
I'm
man.
drinking my drink.
When's the last time you actually had a drink, brother? I thought so. Drangus, this is not fair. He hasn't had drinks like this in ages. Now you challenge him.
I'm 6'5". He's
Yeah.
5'2".
Yeah.
Shorter.
Much shorter.
No, I'm taller. Can't you see it?
I can see. We have money for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like shiny things.
DM, how much did you say the gold was? Was it a square 100?
Yeah, square 100.
How much is my friends willing to spare Crunk? Because we didn't get the gold yet.
Well,
Baldum hands out 322 gold pieces.
Each.
this is strange for you guys. The church guy is the one that's handing money to you.
323, eh?
Technically, we're supposed
Yeah,
to get money.
yeah, and the weird way that he's doing it,
322.
just to add flavor, he's holding it in this little long stick, that he's just passing it to you.
And the 100 I split 50-50 with Crunk.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's
Okay.
nice. Okay.
Crank.
Crank.
Yeah, that's Crank now.
Yeah. Crank is too drunk to
He's
really
crank.
notice. He's just putting in his pocket. He's jolly. He's loving everyone. His lion cloth is sticking out a little, you know?
He's lion cloth. The one next to the loincloth.
Yeah.
The one that growls with the one eye open.
The bartender smiles at all of you and she says, "Can I get you guys some breakfast?"
Oh, sweetheart.
What time is it?
Do
It
you
is
speak
9:30.
the language of love? Because
Yeah, we got you quite early. We were only out for an hour.
It's still morning.
I
Yeah.
was out for a couple of days.
Yeah, no, you were out for a couple of days.
Where you went, they couldn't follow.
No,
Did we lose days again?
no, only you did.
Me? Frankie should be
You did-
drinking 3 days.
Perhaps we should get something to eat to sober you guys up.
Yeah.
Except for Dr.
She
Drankers. I assume you're
smiles.
fine.
And she says, "I'll bring you guys the house speciality." And she
I'm
goes
gonna
into
tell you
the
that I'll
bedroom.
always eat.
About 20 minutes later, she comes back out with like 4 meat platters.
I
And
will stand
she
up
looks
half-heartedly trying to help her carry 1 or 2.
she looks at Kit and she's like, "Dearie, do you partake in meat, or must I get you something?"
Yes,
You eat meat.
I do.
She points at these chops on the far side on the meat plate and she says, "Those are reindeer, just
Neat.
so that
Frank is
you
just
know."
forcing it down.
I don't know if you're a cannibal too, but
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a step outside while they have lunch.
okay. You make
So,
I think Beldum was also not a meat eater.
No, I can eat meat.
Okay.
Do you
He
need
just
to
can't
pray
eat
before
pork.
I can eat it?
That's a
Pork's the
different
issue.
religion
Okay.
altogether.
Okay.
Beldam,
Yes,
do
Kronk.
you want to say a few words? I'm kind of hungry, bro.
We can go ahead and eat. I'll say a little prayer and then...
Crunk devours. So
Always.
Beldum, do you
Yes.
need to go and ask your gods for guidance? We kind of need to make a decision.
Weren't we supposed to do that on the way back?
We're gonna do that. Yeah, we were supposed to go to the church before.
Well, does
I don't know
this
if
town
you-
have a church?
We don't know. We can ask. Well, lady.
Uh, yes. Just hold on 2 seconds. Babe, your camera was
Oh,
jittering. Just keep an eye on it. Right. She looks at you, Drathan, smiles and says, "Yes."
does your town have a place of worship?
No.
Not. Where would a person have to go to find a place of worship around close by?
I believe there is a missionary ship in the port.
Okay. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Enjoy the food. And
Thank you.
she just goes.
I'll tip her a gold.
She smiles and says, "Oh, generous."
Crank is not leaving her eyes with he's just... He speaks the language of love. She brings beers and food.
Licking his lips. His supine lips.
Yeah.
So while we're eating, I kind of want to turn to Dr. Drangus and just inquire about his faith. So, Dr. Drangus, what church do you come from?
Oh, I am a monk with the Church of Ona.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I am from a long line of administrators.
Okay.
So I grew up in the church. I've always been a part of the church, but I'm administrative.
I see. That explains it.
And yourself?
I grew up since I was small. I've been brought up by the church.
Most people do that.
That's the
What did I say?
That's the normal process. You grow up from where you were small.
Since I was small.
Sorry, jeez.
Wow. Grant is like,
I grew up
What?
with the church since I was small.
Okay,
I've been taught. That's what I try to say. I've been taught in the ways. I worship the god Betrayal, god of guidance and discipline. Very strict in some aspects, but yeah, the church has been my life. I know nothing other than the teachings of the church.
Very good.
while they're all talking, Grant will lean over softly to Droth and ask, is Kit okay?
I just think the food is not to her taste.
You think she needs a hug?
You can definitely go try. Just wipe the. Come here. I'll
Yeah.
tear a piece of my shirt off and wipe his face off.
No, man.
Full of meat.
I was leaving that for later.
She's offended by what we just ate, and you want to go leave that for later and go talk to her and give her a hug. There we go, big boy. There we go, big boy.
Yeah.
Got you. I got you.
That's why you're the smart one.
No, that's just why I'm the older brother.
Older? Bro. That's
Couple
not
of
why
seconds
I
don't
am.
count. Couple of
Thank
seconds
you.
don't count.
Mine's bigger than yours. Come on.
Yes, your sword is bigger than mine.
Kit will be
What were you
the
thinking
determiner of
about?
that.
Okay, so Kronk is like, he's getting up, but he's like doing it softly, not trying to disturb the chatter between the two holy people, trying to make them still convene, and then he's gonna like slowly go grab a keg or a flask off the table if no one's looking or it's not occupied, and then I'll walk out and take it from the side, not from behind, because she is kind of a centaur. And I'll give her a big hug.
Just so DM knows what I planned to do when I left. I was going to use my hour flight speed.
Okay.
To kind of take in the city.
To take in the city?
Yeah, I was going to go up bird's eye view, just kind of up and down, spiral, just really get an idea of where we are and what's...
Okay.
Okay, cool. So Kronk will then walk out and like, she's not fucking here. And then turn around and walk back.
Yeah, the reindeer...
That's why I thought I'd mention it, is that she probably wouldn't be there when you walked out.
The reindeer disappeared. Okay, so after your flight, will you then make your way back to the bar and...
Yes, but do I learn anything?
From studying the city from above?
Yes.
Perception check.
13.
No, you don't see anything that really draws your interest.
Okay, I would have also checked out the docks and everything. Like, I'm spending a 45-minute time just up and down, really scanning and checking out and seeing how many syndicate people do I see, if they're recognizable, or do I not even know who's in the syndicates. Just getting the lay of the land a bit.
In the port, you see about 5 ships docked. All of them look like merchant ships.
But there's not that missionary ship.
No.
It's not there.
No, it's not there. So from that sort of standpoint, you're okay. But no, you don't see anybody that looks syndicate-like.
Okay, then as soon I'll spend the full 45 minutes kind of up and down, and then the last 15 minutes getting back to the bar.
Cool. What does she walk back into in the bar, guys?
So Kronk will like kind of ask. The plan was for us to actually have a brawl. Is that kind of still the plan? Did you guys get the potion?
That's tonight. That's tonight.
Midnight.
I missed that part somewhere. So
When did we have to give an answer back to
hopefully by this evening.
Longmire?
Yeah.
Is that what it
I
means?
think we should spend some time discussing our options.
Now, what do we do if we don't decide to go with Longmire's arrangement or his contract? What do we do? Who do we talk to?
You have the floor.
So, Belden.
Yes.
So we understand your point of view. We understand where your lines have been drawn. Okay, but can you really turn down this offer, knowing that you've got something else to fall back on, or would you rather be stuck in the middle of nowhere with no protection and no one? I don't know. Do you have another plan? That's what I'm asking. Do you have another suggestion as to where we can go, what we can do?
Unfortunately, I do not. For the sake of the party, the only thing we can do is accept. However, if push comes to shove and we are forced to take someone's life, that's something I am not willing to do or allow to happen in that for that sake.
Even if we found this person to be truly evil,
then I believe they have to pay for their crimes. Every man deserves a chance to repent for his sins. That is what I believe.
will you kill someone in defense of your own life?
Within reason, yes.
Okay. Now the other question is, I understand what you're seeing about life is. Let's say we do run into heaven aboves know. I mean, only your gods probably know what creatures are out there in the wilds. Would you be able to kill something that's not human?
In that sense, yes. My faith only condemns me from taking the life of a person.
Okay.
An innocent person, I suppose.
Yes. I would say an
not
innocent person. Then I believe they need to be paid for they need to pay for their crimes and their sins.
So Krunk, what he's basically saying is that if the guy did bad things, he needs to be locked up and given a spank.
That's what the whip is for, yes.
Okay, but you can't spank him until he doesn't breathe. You just spank him once and walk away.
Yes.
But if he's squishy like a marshmallow and he doesn't take the punch well,
then you don't punch him, someone else punches him.
that's unfair, dude.
But we'll get something else for you to punch. In the meantime, can we all then agree that Longmire's proposal at the moment is the best option?
I believe so, yeah.
And then after we've done the 4 deals and we've done our dues, we should be fairly safer in the sense of we can choose our own contracts and we can steer our own paths as long as it's in alignment with his. That's the only thing, because once we sign up with him, we're in alignment with him.
Isn't
To be
it time
fair,
to
what a-
prove our innocence?
That's the
Gonna
thing
help
now.
us to do it.
Yeah.
So-
So Baldim, Longmire is actually in our favor and he's working kind of with us because he's sitting with the same shit we are.
I'm in.
I guess.
Kit? Oh yeah, Kit's flying around, sorry.
It is round about at the end of this conversation that you hear the hooves outside.
Speak of the devil lady. Kit,
Hello, how are you?
welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm assuming Krunk didn't find you outside?
No, I didn't.
I was just doing a survey of the land.
So we were just discussing briefly if we're all in for service to Longmire.
You know I'm down.
Okay, so can we give an option and actually create this blood pact?
Oh, we gotta do that.
Yeah,
You
like I
said
said, it's a service.
I didn't know anything about kind of swiggling this around in our favor.
Depending if it was a fey creature, no. If it was human, maybe.
No. Sorry, I missed that. I thought you guys were talking to one another. No. You know if it's a human, there is ways around it, but if it's a fake creature, no.
Okay, and if he's human, what are the ways around it? Is there a way to fudge the blood?
You have to kill
Or we
him.
can kill the contractor.
Is there any way to have loopholes in the contract? So we actually sign it, but we didn't sign it with our blood, or we write something extra in the contract, or something to that effect?
You won't be able to make any modifications on the contract because he will draw it, and your blood will be taken from you to sign the contract. It won't be. You're not going to just quickly dab a quill in a little bottle in your pocket to sign the contract with.
Remember, this is the only deal that's there. So
No, I'm just trying to make some sort of
just in case.
backup.
Look,
But apparently DM's not letting that happen.
yeah, so it's work for Longmire, okay? Try and get out of the contract, die. Don't work for Longmire, die.
sooner.
I'm good. I'm cool to enter. I was just seeing if there was maybe a way to have a loophole, but if there isn't, then there isn't. I'm cool to do whatever he needs me to do. It's not the first time I'm working for somebody I don't particularly want to be working for.
So I got a big question to ask.
We're listening.
Who's gonna do the big talking in front? To someone that when they speak we listen. I suck at that. So when we talking and bargaining, we need to have someone, I suggest, looking better than the rest of us. Speak as us.
I could. I don't know how well our friend Beldum would do when asked certain questions.
Why don't we ask both of you to do the...
Why can both of you be the representatives?
We
I
could
see
do
no
this.
problem with that.
Oh, he's back.
So I just really wanted to eat this ice cream, but I didn't want to eat it on the camera.
Cool. Okay, so we'll have Boldham and Dr. Angus. We'll have you two as our representatives of the group. What do we call ourselves if we are going to be a group?
Do we really need a name?
Well, I guess every functioning unit's got a name.
And I suppose they would want that for the contract?
Precisely. Unless they want to sign a contract with each one of us. On a
I don't
different...
think that's smart.
I think it should be a group.
Which one of us is signing the contract then if we're doing it as a team?
All
Because
of us will sign the same contract. It's just each one will have a
It will be...
contract.
Yeah. And we'll be officially part of a group.
What was that place called that served that crap cocktails?
I don't know what place you're talking about. My place served great cocktails.
What was it called?
The Velvet Mammoth.
That's where we all kind of saw each other for the first time, even we didn't really see each other. That got something to do with what we are, what we do.
Well,
So what are you suggesting? Because none of us are mammoth.
Look, we all sat around the table.
We did.
Yeah. And then we all try to save each other when that other dude tried to kill us.
We did.
We could be called the Arrowheads. Velvet Arrowheads.
What about the velvet coat, tears, or something like that?
How did Crunk learn such a big word?
Kronk is thinking really hard. You can see the steam coming out of the ears.
Velvet antlers.
Well, I don't have an antler. The wild bunch.
I think we should come back to this.
Yeah, we'll crush that bridge. Next person that thinks of something good.
Okay, so I take it we will be signing the contract then.
I'll ask the bar lady. Maybe I'll go try and find Longmire and we can set the meeting up.
So you talk to the bar lady and she's like, I'm sure, let me go and find out if you can go and speak to him quickly.
Thank you.
And you see her go down and she comes back roughly about 2-3 minutes later and she's like, he'll see you now.
Thank you. I'll stand up and start heading down.
This conversation of your guys took about an hour or so I'd say it's about 10 now when you guys make your way back down the stairs. Getting down the stairs, you see Longmire look up at you and he's like, that was awfully quick. Impressed?
We came to some realizations.
What realizations was that?
We have damned if we do, damned if we don't.
More damned if you don't.
As he said.
Okay, so you're taking me up on my offer.
What other choice do we have?
Don't sound so dismissive. We're very excited to work for you.
Yeah, we're very excited. May we have a look at the contract before we actually sign?
Yeah,
just to see the stipulations underneath it. We don't want to sign it blindly at it.
I need your names, please. And
Voldemort
he starts pulling out these ready pre-written contracts and he looks at you, Beldam, and he's like, Beldam Winterheart, and he writes down the name. And he puts he slides the contract forward to you so you can have a look at it, Beldam, and then he looks at you, Crunk, and he's like, your name?
Crunk Whiteblade.
He writes down your name, slides it across the desk to you. Angus looks at you. He says, your name?
Dr. Angus.
He writes
Thank you.
He writes it down and you see the ink doesn't go out of the quill. He's like, lying to me. What is your real name?
Drangus Raskfjärpen.
Writes it down, smiles, and he slides it across the table to you. You, white man?
I'm gonna say it slowly. Drathesith Cloudsong.
I thought I was the only one allowed to have names that I can't pronounce. I like it. He writes it down and he smiles and he twists it and slides it to you.
Okay, so now DM, here's the catch. I am known as Drathesith Cloudsoul by my mentor. It was the name I was given. My born name is Whiteblade.
So the way that this quill works is the name that you are actually referred to is the name that it accepts.
Okay.
And then he looks at you, Kit. He smiles and he says, and your name?
Kit.
Surname?
Just Kit.
You don't have a surname?
Nope.
You really are from the Fae, aren't you?
Why would I lie about that?
No idea. And he writes down, Kit. And he looks at it and he looks at you and he's like, So one of you lied to me, and the one I thought was going to lie to me didn't.
He's still learning to not give his real name.
Did you give me yours?
I thought we established him from the Feywild.
That's true. And he hands you your contract and he says, please, go through it.
I'm gonna read this thing with a fine-tooth comb, like I'm going through everything. I'm like holding it up to the light for any secret ink. I'm dripping water on it for secret ink.
Can we
Nothing's getting
like
past me.
check for loophole or anything out of the ordinary on the contract?
Roll
Frank
investigation.
is like holding it in the air. He's
Alrighty.
trying to see what.
Roll investigation
Trying to
checks.
make
All of
as
you.
I'm
efficient.
definitely doing this. Do I get any advantages or anything on that?
You, Mr. Drangus, do. Because of what you are, you get advantage with anything to
I
do
rolled an 18.
with written language.
So I'm doing investigation, huh?
Okay, so an 18 for Kit, 12
12 for myself.
Drath,
Uh,
18 for Drangus, 14
14.
for Beldum. Krunk!
Kronk doesn't know how to read, so he
Oh, you
essentially
don't. You
can't.
actually don't know how to. Oh shit. Okay.
He can't, so someone
I'm
else would have to
holding
look
the
through
paper
it.
and trying to like
Okay.
squint my eyes.
Who would you hold the paper to ask to read it to you?
I'm not.
You won't.
Nope.
Okay.
Jangus asks. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I would see that he doesn't.
No, you wouldn't see. He looks convincing.
For me, I just assume all of ours are the same. So that's why Kid wouldn't do anything.
Okay, so you're reading the contract. The contract is binding. The second paragraph in the contract says that if you go against the wishes of the person who gave you an order, you forfeit your soul to the ferryman. The next line in the contract saying that if you so choose to go against the wishes of this contract or try and break this contract in any other way other than being released from it, your soul will be given to the ferryman. Going through the contract, there's no loopholes.
So when you
No
say
other catches.
does it mean straight away or the soul given to the ferryman?
It's an instant thing.
Okay.
Jangus actually looks up to him and says, so by forfeit, would we be hunted? Is there magic that would instantly kill us?
Oh, there's a magic that's bound in the contract. That's why you sign it with blood so that it can bond to you. But see, all of you read this contract, and you all pulled similar faces. I'll make you one last deal. You do these next 4 tasks with us, and I release you from the contract.
Can that be added to the contract?
We can add it. And as he says, we can add it, you see that writing actually starts appearing on the contract. But then there is no leaving the family. You'll be taken off the contract, but you will be bound to the family.
Okay. Sir Meyer, now the last question I need to ask is, if a task is given and it's an impossible task.
No impossible tasks will be given to you.
Okay, so can we stipulate that as well, please?
Did I find anything hidden with my different things I was doing?
Holding it up to the light, you didn't see anything?
I was holding it to the light so it would warm up the paper a little bit. Not burn it, but just warm it up.
Okay, so you're holding it close. Have a go.
I'm checking for any sort of invisible ink.
You see the seal of the Empire. Watermarked into the page.
I do that. I clear my throat very loudly.
Do you point it to everybody?
I will. I'll just gesture without saying anything.
He looks at you and he's like, something the matter?
Does Mackenzie, what was her last name?
Roth.
Does Miss Roth know that you're working with the Empire?
I'm not working with the Empire. All paper,
I'll show him.
all paper in this realm is watermarked by the Empire.
Do I buy that? Do I
Yeah, insight
check out?
check.
Inside check, yeah.
But also, just in general of living in the Empire, do they know if that's true?
You would assume it's true.
Who?
Kit? Because you've seen a lot of people discussing in the tavern with paperwork and all of that, and the seal sits in exactly the same place on the piece of paper. The only difference is theirs was stamped and this one's watermarked. But it's exactly, it's like it's been produced that way with that insignia in that place. Drangus,
he was referring to official paperwork, eh?
yeah, this is official paperwork. Normal parchment is not watermarked, but these official papers are given to high-level officers and nobles to make sure that when they give word that it carries the weight of the Empire behind it. Even if the Empire doesn't agree with what's standing on the piece of paper.
So do they go and collect this from the post office, or
They go and collect it from the distribution agents that generally come to the different cities and drop off parchment for nobles.
I would know all about that.
You would.
Yeah.
Sir Longmire,
Yes,
can we have that last bit added to the contract, if you will?
of course. And he waves his finger and it just fills in. No impossible tasks will be given. As so, do we have a deal?
I'm happy to sign.
I don't see why not.
Fantastic. And
Is it possible to add that you will not sell us out to the Empire?
he points to the 6th paragraph. He says, will not betray trust.
Look, I would have read it. If I knew that was in the contract, I wouldn't have said it.
No, but he says this will not betray trust means I won't sell you out.
I'll sign.
Good.
Hank, are you happy?
He takes a box of quills out and he puts it on the table. Please. I insist that you sign with mine.
Okay.
Official.
Frank, are you happy?
Longmire, are you happy with a fingerprint or a paw mark?
Fingerprint is fine.
Brother.
He just needs to pick up the quill. It'll be fine.
Okay. Hold this, and I'll hand him a quill.
As he takes the quill, you see blood drip from his hand. The blood goes through the air and lands on the page and signs his name.
There you go. You've written how to write. There you go.
What?
Easy, right? You've got this.
Why didn't you give me this thing earlier?
I'm checking the quill, not for... I do trust him. I'm just checking it to see if there's any funny business.
Okay, investigation check.
But kind of... just looking at
Okay,
it.
sleight of hand check with investigation.
I specifically wanted to see if there are the quills all identical.
All of them are exactly the same.
I'll pick one up.
What's happening, Kit?
No.
I
She's
rolled
like-
a 6 and an 8.
Yeah, she's like, he'll never see me do this. He doesn't pay attention to you looking at that. And looking at the quill, you don't really see anything weird. It's just a quill. All the quills do look the same, but they're identical. And once all of you have signed your names, you see all the pages float together in the center and lift up and float towards him. And he just opens a box and they just drop down in the box. And it's like, so, now that you are working for me, I guess I should actually send you guys on a mission. I'm going to send you guys on a fun one. You guys are going to go and find a gentleman that I am quite fond of, actually. His name is Reliant. If you
Is he a tiefling by any chance?
No. Why would that be important?
Oh no, just tieflings are the kind of people who have those kinds of names.
No, he's... let's just put it this way, he's been through a rough patch in life and he's not all man anymore. So his new creator called him Reliant. He'll stand out like a sore thumb. Then.
And what do you want us to do with this Reliant?
Well, when you get to him, he will send you on your mission. Your first
So, find a person named Reliant. He's not all human. Where would we find this person Reliant?
You are going to go on a boat journey, my friend. To Estat.
I don't like water.
Estat.
You're going to Estat. And you're going to be making port in the port called False Bay.
From False Bay, would we find him there, or would we still have to travel more?
He should be in the port.
Okay. Is there a time frame on this?
No?
Is there food on the boat?
There should be. I will arrange for the boat to be waiting for you in port. So you just walk out the door and walk to the port. The boat should be there ready to take you across. It's only a 2-week journey, so don't worry about it.
This is gonna be fun.
We have nothing but time.
We've got... well...
Our
Okay.
deadline's already been destroyed.
Oh!
Longmar, thank you very much. Now that we have signed the contract and we are part of your
Family.
family, lodging for this evening.
Oh, yes. And he picks up this rock and he's like, Mackenzie, dear, would you meet me at the tavern? We need to go and take our friends to their new home. And he just puts the rock down and he's like, sure. It's gonna be fun. You guys will love it. Do not burn the place down.
Don't promise.
Okay.
If you burn it down, I will kill you.
I still
Alright.
don't promise.
I'll keep him in check, don't worry.
That's all I ask.
I'll try not to break things.
Also,
Shall we?
another thing. I need to just warn you all about something. If there's ever a elf dressed in all black that has 3 shadows and you see him, run and find a temple as soon as possible. You have been marked for death by death. Just keep that in mind. But it is, of course, a wives' tale, so I wouldn't pay it too much mind.
Where might we see this?
You won't, because if you do, you're dead. So, if you do see him, he'll be in front of you.
Is he bound to any continent, any town or city?
He goes where death sends him.
He is bound by Anthony, the god of death.
What's his name?
Navarro.
Okay.
I'm just giving you a warning. It is an old wives' tale, so don't worry too much about it. But thank you, and I look forward to seeing you guys when you get back. When you complete the mission with him and you return here, there will be 100 gold per head for each of you. I think that's more than fair. For your first mission, of course. And he smiles and he's like, that's if you make it back. You know, you never know what happens on these things. But that'll be all. See you later. And he gestures for you guys to the door.
I'll take a slight bow. Thank you, Sir Maya.
I'll do the same.
Thank you.
And then walk.
He just gives you a slight nod as you make your way out.
So,
Like
Dim,
no one
I
might.
think we discussed this last time because of the Kenra background and the whole Lord of Death guidance of the Fairmen and stuff like that. Myself and Krunk should know who he's talking about.
You do know who he's talking about. And
Okay.
you do know that it's not a fairy tale.
Just flashbacks. Do we remember him taking the orb from us?
Yeah.
All of us was awake during that time.
We were all awake.
Except Dr. Drangus.
All of you were paying attention when
Except for Drangus.
when this happened.
Yeah.
Drangus was T-posing in the back. Let's not
Yeah.
worry too much about him.
Okay, so do I see any change on anyone as we walk out and they realize what he just said?
As you make your way out into the tavern, you notice that everybody in the tavern now does the same thing. As you guys walk up, everybody's sitting straight up.
Kit is looking a little bit flustered, like just a little bit, like okay, kind of. She heard it.
Okay.
As you walking out, Kit, are you first or last to walk out?
Lost?
Okay. You would notice on the back of Drangus's head this big tattoo.
What does it look like?
The Empire's seal. And above it written, "Till death do us part."
Let's take a bitch.
Drath, come here.
Okay.
I'm away. Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna like look through his fur, like a monkey looking for nuts
Where are you gonna look?
on the back of his head.
And move the fur. There it sits.
Hey guys, I hate to say it. You see all these tattoos that I've got.
Mm.
And
They're
as
very cool.
Kit gestures, you see on her cheek another tattoo forming.
Cheek!
On your cheek.
Ah.
I'll just look at you and be like, welcome to my life.
Trying to wipe it off.
Does Kit feel
Where
it
is mine
appearing?
Do I see
Sorry?
anything?
Does Kit feel it appearing, or would we just point it out to her?
She won't feel it appearing, but
So
if
she
you-
doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know. So if you guys
But
point,
I just assume mine's on the back of my head because I saw yours.
Yes.
I know I have one, I just don't know where.
and everybody paying attention to Beldam would see that he's appeared in the middle of his palm.
Does Baldum see it?
He sees it appearing.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Shit.
I don't know, it's my first. I didn't know they didn't hurt.
And then you guys roll perception checks. No, not you, Beldam. This is them paying attention to you, not you paying attention to them.
9.
16?
Okay.
11.
Let me actually just get to the right freaking table. Crunk, are you gonna roll? There you are.
I did roll.
Okay.
16.
Drangus and Crunk would notice the tattoo disappear. And a slight jitter in his hand. To you, Beldam, the tattoo's still there.
So it disappeared. They can't see it, but I can.
Yes.
Would I have heard him saying another one?
I don't know. Did you mutter that out loud or did you?
Nah, to myself.
Okay, no, you wouldn't have heard.
Bitch.
If it was Lollygag, she would have heard it.
Yeah, because she is
Standing outside with music playing next to her.
For reference, Lollygag had a passive perception of 28.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There was no secrets near Lollygag.
And she had pupils all linked in minds with her.
Yeah.
So whatever they saw, she knew.
I'm like a
Okay.
cheat character.
It was very interesting.
And there was no cheating, just feats and very high wisdom.
Yeah.
But anyway,
returning back to the story. So now you guys are standing in the tavern. You guys see that you are all marked in different ways. What do you do?
Well, we've got lodging. We've got this tavern for food. The only thing left is, well, we're gonna go tomorrow. We'll leave tomorrow on the docks.
so do we need something
Supply.
for the water? I don't know a lot about water.
They said there's gonna be supplies and
Provisions
stuff
on the ship.
And then when we
And-
land, it's fighting.
Not as of yet. We gotta go find a person called Reliant.
He will. do
Person,
that mission.
not a person, sort of a person.
Yeah.
Might be a person. Not quite sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Considering I was blacked out drunk for a good number of days,
Yes.
was that from my own supply? Was that... The question is, do I have...
The heavenly nectars of alcohol descended from the sky and filled you up every day.
Okay. So is my supply still alright?
Your
I think I do
supply-
need to go and...
Your supply is okay.
Still full.
You should still go get some more though.
I will ask around for a good supplier of wines.
Do we not need to get something so that we look same, like a cloak, maybe? For this.
Brother, do you want to look the same as everybody else? Do you want us to match? Do you want us to look like a group?
No, I just get cold with the lion cloth now and again, dude. So I need.
Well, Kronk, let's first see what the new place looks like. We will be traveling 2 weeks anyway. We don't know
What are we
how
gonna
they
do
dress.
for 2 weeks?
We're gonna be on a boat.
We'll train. We'll spar. Chill. We've got this.
Okay. That's okay.
It's fine. We'll be okay.
While you guys are busy discussing this, you see Mackenzie walk into the door and she's like, "Hey,
Hey, Lady Roth.
I take it you signed?"
Yeah.
I know
She
how to
looks
write
at
my name
Kit
now.
and she's like, "Why did he put it on your face, darling? Come here." And she just shifts it to the back of your head.
Oh, thanks. I didn't mind. I'm used to people staring.
Yeah, but that's because you're pretty. You don't need to be stared at because you've got an ugly tattoo on your face. I'm
gonna look at her and be like, "Do you see all of them?"
And she looks at you and says,
This isn't my first rodeo.
She looks at you and it's like she's not seeing anything.
So,
She smiles and says, "But I was instructed
Think of
to...
Eldon.
I was instructed
Hold on.
to take you guys to your new humbler ode, so follow me."
Thank you.
before we go, can I request just to move mine slightly up? I don't like it being on my hand.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to touch men.
Alrighty.
Well, follow me. And she starts walking through the streets. And eventually you guys get to this almost abandoned looking like warehouse. And she opens the door and she says, "Your new home."
Well, better than the streets I was sleeping in. Thank you.
Very close to the docks, by the way.
What does it look like
Okay, that's awesome.
on the inside?
So the outside of the building has got these like old wooden bars that are all like saggy and look like termites have gotten through them, with the old style of like stone building for the walls with just like cement or a type of cement laid in between the stones. And the moment you crack the door open, the entire inside of this building looks brand new. Marble floors, stacked out couches and cupboards, and it's just clean. It is beautiful. The outside is definitely just the front so that people don't go inside.
Safe house.
Safe house. She smiles and she says, "This is yours. Don't burn it down."
We will definitely try.
I smile.
There is 7 rooms, so if you by chance gather more people to join the noble cause,
Is there a stable?
all of the rooms are more than big enough for you, darling.
Thank you.
And she gives a slight bow and says, see you later.
Lady Roth, we are planning to take the ships tomorrow to leave. Do we need to contact you, or who do we speak to at the docks to arrange this?
Simon. Simon at the docks will take you to the ship.
And we are going to Estat. What kind of weather can we expect?
Cold. It is the winter solstice there right now, so it is
I'm looking at my loincloth.
freezing cold. Their temperatures sometimes get so low that if you take a glass of water and just hold it outside, it will instantaneously freeze. Very dangerous weather.
I quite like the cold.
Brother,
Yes.
I told you.
I'm covered in fur. I'm okay.
It's
Brother Angus,
freezer
would-
stuff.
We'll sort this out. We'll sort you out, I promise.
Brother Angus, would you like to join me in some morning prayers? I feel like we're a little bit overdue. I'm not sure if you do those.
Not supposed.
Okay.
Well, we've got some extra rooms. Maybe we can dedicate that to you guys.
I was thinking, while we're gonna, you guys train the, the prayers in the morning. Kit, Droth, and myself, Kit, let's teach you how to punch.
How dare you? Just because I missed one time.
Show me you can do it again.
I have to go fetch my carriage, since we have now a place to leave my carriage.
Do you need
So
help?
you two are welcome to go and ruffle around in the mud.
Oh, come on.
I have to go fetch my carriage, it's important. All my stuff is on there.
Okay, then come play with the boys.
Okay, when I'm done,
Okay.
I'll happily play with you and your brother.
Yeah, punch strong.
Drath's face is correct for what was just said. The what?
Yeah.
We'll make some strange babies, half reindeer, half
That was
fucking dog.
straight over Drangus's head.
Yeah, no, I almost missed that one too. So, Kit, you make your way out, and you make your way to go and get your cart. This round trip takes you roughly about 20 minutes or so.
Oh, I'm looking for a stable. Or at least, I'm like looking outside the house. Is there like a place that would make show the stable?
Next to the building, there is this like wooden shed that goes and attaches next to it in the alleyway that goes beside the building.
Okay, I will go and search for like a horse stable and go buy some hay and stuff like that and kind of do up the little shed to be a stable.
Okay.
Before she left,
That's what
I
I'm
would
doing.
have asked Mackenzie Rath where a good brewery or supplier of decent wines would be.
She'd look at you and smile and saying, I think the Mad Gnome would probably be the best bet for them. Down the road, first left, and then your second right is on the corner.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Farewell. See you guys when you get back. And she smiles and takes off. And now you guys are left to your own devices. Kit, you find your hay and all of that. You get your little stable set up. I take it you're going to sleep in the stable.
I am. But I'll go there later, like, I'll go play with the boys.
Okay. So, you make it to Drath and Crunk.
Okay, so I would like to paint a picture of what she'll see.
Go for it.
So while she was gone, I would look at my brother and say, if we're gonna have a spa, we do it right. And then walk into the room, and out of sheer memory of what I have around me, I'll try and create the spa room we had as kids, where Dad trained us. So there's a big symbol on the ground, even if it's just sand. I would have had a big circle of our family crest, and I would have had 2 pillars on either side, so that we can kneel down, and then we'll do a prayer over our weaponry first. And I would like to say she probably got the end of it.
Yeah.
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 Then I'll pick up my blade, I'll swing it around, put it back, and then look at Droth and say, you want to go for a round? I'm ready.
Yeah, let's do it. 1 or 2.
And as he says that, I'm going to lunge up in full rage. No holding back. I'm going to go for like a Superman punch straight into his space.
Roll to hit.
That's an unarmed strike, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Which would be... Can I do it recklessly?
You're more than welcome to recklessly attack your brother.
Okay, so I'm going to do it with advantage because I am raging. At 22 to hit.
Well, yeah, so obviously it will be like, I say, okay, let's go to him.
And then as I do that, I'm going to walk to my cushion and stay within the circle that's there. And say, we used to do this. Stay inside the circle. And then I'll just hold up my fists. Ready.
Okay. Are you going to
Well,
respond?
you need to roll for damage first.
Yeah, let's see how much
That's
damage
4.
you do.
Straight 4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're about to get the snot beat out of you.
Let's roll this initiative. Let's do this.
You want to roll initiative?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let me start initiative for you guys.
Are you guys just gonna have a full out fight now?
Not a full on.
Oh, might as well.
I in a join.
Give me
Now
2
you gotta wait for
seconds.
them to end the previous combat first.
Rock and roll.
In it.
I join.
Okay, while they're going nuts, just a quick one, Drangus, your god. Just a rough idea. What is that? What does your god represent again?
Wisdom, knowledge, oracles, and wisdom, knowledge, oracles, and metallurgy.
Just the man I need. Thank you. No, it's just you'll find out why now. Because I should have a rough idea of what each god represents. I just don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay. First, Drath.
Okay.
Hey.
After the initial blow, I'd be like, okay, let's take this easy, and I'll like just circle him a little bit, and like just feint, and then go for a full unarmed strike. That would be 18
With
to hit.
advantage, 'cause I was
Yes.
reckless.
Okay. So still 18 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Damage will be just a straight 7.
Half of that is 4.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see if I can...
And then bonus action patient defense.
So your advantage is now not an advantage anymore.
So I'll just wait there for him. Let's do this.
Unless I do it reckless and it's a straight.
No, yeah, reckless is just a straight roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I still get advantage on my
he still
attacks.
gets advantage on you.
Yeah, it's fun.
So like me and Drangus is in the other room trying to pray, and we just hear.
That's literally all you hear. Is this loud thuds coming from beside you.
So Is Kit now in the room, or is she still
Yeah,
standing by the door?
Kit is in the room. She's watching you.
Yeah, I'll just like kind of chill and watch you guys.
So I'm gonna look at her and say, the art of the punch is pretty simple. You take everything from the point of the toes and push it as hard as you can through the knuckles. Watch. And then I'm gonna punch.
Roll to hit.
With advantage, so it's just a straight.
Just
Just
a
straight.
straight.
It comes from all four of her hooves then.
18.
That should be one hell of a hit.
That's with your longsword. That's not a melee attack. That's with your longsword.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no,
It's still a plus 5. Still a
Is
plus
it still plus 5? Okay, then it hits.
plus 5.
That's armor class.
It's just not the right damage.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be 4 damage straight.
Cool.
Okay.
You said 4 damage straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have to roll. It's a 1d4.
Yeah, unarmed strike is he's using just his
Oh,
strength mod.
mine's,
It's just 4.
mine's straight.
She's just 4. Okay.
Does that end your turn?
That is.
I feel like this is gonna go on for a while.
No, I won't go on that long.
Draft.
Take the blow. Like, alright. But you gotta know how to bring it back.
You
So if
paying
you
attention,
roll the
kids?
punches.
Uh,
14.
Is that hit?
No. He misses.
You have to learn how to miss, apparently.
Yeah, slightly off balance from the previous shot. Oh no, I've got to do a
Yeah.
couple of.
32.
Yeah.
Jeez. Man
Don't we
can have
cap it at
abs.
25?
We kept it at 25, yeah.
Well, 16 times 2 is 32.
Yeah.
You want to just max it at 25, so you do 25, then bring it back down to 1.
25, then halve it. So
Okay.
we won't bring it back down to 1. We'll halve it, and then you do a 16 next round, and then you halve it again.
So, just for flavor, when he punches and he's gonna miss, Krunker's gonna duck and catch it and say, "You don't fight with anger." And then I'm gonna turn and look at Kit and say, "Do you want to learn how to punch properly?"
I know how to punch.
Brother, do you mind?
Not at all.
Dun dun dun.
So then I'll walk and I'll go kneel down on a pillow and put my sword back on the floor and show her the other pillow on the other side.
Okay.
I'll step out and kneel on the side of the ring. And while I'm kneeling on the side of the ring, I'll do my push-ups.
Nice. Right. Kit, I'm going to allow you to do your attack.
Superman punch him, kid. Do it.
12.
That misses.
I
I'll
do know
just
how to
move
punch.
sideways
My rolls
and
are
look
just
at her.
really bad.
And I say to her, use everything from the ground. Pull the energy to the knuckle. Connect with it. Dodge, dive, pull straight. And as I do pull straight, I'm going to go for it. But I'll try. I'm crunk. I'm going to try and stop just in front of her face.
Okay.
But being crunk, I don't know with the power if I can.
No, you don't. So you're just gonna hit.
Yep. I'll do it recklessly.
Wow.
Okay, so that's 9 to hit. I miss. I
So
hope.
he comes swinging at you, Kit, and he just like completely misses you.
Yeah, I'll just like dodge.
So hit me, Kit. That ends my turn.
It is your turn, Kit.
He did it recklessly, so I have advantage.
You have advantage. 17.
17.
That hits.
3 damage.
1 damage.
This
Is it 1 or 2? You go up or down?
Generally
it's
down.
generally down.
Kanker is gonna take it to the side, and as he does this, he says, "And if you can, always find the weakness." And he's gonna pump her into the short rope.
Roll to hit. Which short rib? She's got 12.
No, the front off. Front off on the side that I'm standing on. 22.
Definitely hits.
And that would be 4 damage.
4 damage for you, Kit. Okay. But it is your turn to avenge, Kit. He did attack recklessly, so you do have advantage.
Oh,
20?
okay, I still do need to do.
4.
I rolled a 20, but I also rolled a
well,
natural one.
So you've got
I'm
4
gonna
squats.
I'm gonna take the 1 damage.
Just 2.
No, you've rolled natural.
I've only done it once.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm keeping track of these things.
Impressive. Well done, my love. Of course.
Run away!
I need the DM kids to see.
She did do it.
We believe it.
Um,
As she punches me, I take the shot and say, "You need to feel it. It will come a lot harder. But for today, you kept calm. That's lesson."
I'm gonna like go to just into his ear and be like, I really do hope you come harder, and I'll walk away.
The crunk is frozen. And you'll see like his fur fluffing up over his face here on the side. Like
I'm going to kind of arrange a little target practice for myself. If I can kind of jumble something together. And while they're doing their sparring and fighting and stuff, I'm going to do target practice with my bow and arrow.
okay.
I'll be sharpening my sword close to that circle.
Cool. I wanted to take a vote. I think this is a good place to end. It's not.
And so,
I think it's
Or do
fair.
you want to wake up and just get on the boat?
Oh, I was gonna do something interesting with brother Trangus.
I tell you what, we'll play.
We've got a little more time.
Yeah, let's play into the boat. Once you guys get on the boat, that'll be a good place to end because that boat will probably be the next 8 sessions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get your target practice set up, Kit. You watch Crunk busy sharpening his blade. You see Drath going, you know, because of what he is, he's just staring at his hands. Drangus and Belden, you have the floor.
Brother Drangus, if my memory serves me correct, your faith allows you, or sort of motivates you to seek out knowledge, right?
very much so, yes.
Well, amongst my travels, I've been trying to find out the origin, or any kind of information about this, and then I turn around and I kind of drop the rope slightly halfway down, and you see this thing on my back. Let me send it to you. Mr. DM, I will send it to you as well. That's on my back. Why can't I send it to you? Do you perhaps know anything about that?
Mr. DM, would I know something about this?
History check.
Where is my damn D&D Beyond? There.
I hope your history check's high.
Da-da-da-da.
Where's the history?
We now take a short interval to introduce D&D
Oh, it wasn't. It rolled onto net 20 and then rolled off of it. But a total of 15.
That's rough. No. You don't know of the symbol.
I don't know anything about this, but as soon as we are able to reach out to our people back home, I can start finding out for you.
If you can, please, yes. I haven't been able to find out anything about it either. I've had it since I was as long as I can remember.
And the image is committed to memory.
Okay.
So, would you like to commence prayers?
And
Okay.
I actually sit down and pull out my scroll, and I open up a little satchel with a set of very fine quills and inks, and I go into a meditative state and just start writing.
Alrighty. I'll take out my little incense candle, put my symbol in front of me, and I'll start praying. And that's us.
Cool. What are you guys going to do for the rest of the evening?
Probably bogged down.
Just chill,
don't think there was-
get yourselves nice, relaxed.
Yeah, I think we've all actually had a hectic week running away from the Empire.
And then set off
I don't think.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
Probably get some grub as well.
cool.
In the
Yeah,
morning, before we head out, I want to stop by the something gnome,
the
the mad gnome.
mad gnome, yeah. Okay, cool. Not a problem. So all of you can mark long rests. Except
A total
you,
of
Belden.
Okay. Do I not mark anything?
You don't mark anything. Everybody goes to rest. The house is quiet. It is calm, cool, and collected. Belden, you fall asleep and you begin dreaming. And your dreams are vivid and it's just rushing, all these thousands of colors blurring past you. And then suddenly it grabs focus. And you see yourself in the room that you're in, standing in front of a mirror. But you see yourself in the mirror. And the thing in the mirror is moving adjacent to you. It is not following your movements. It is reversed. And you hear a voice in your head ring out, "It's my turn to play." And then who would go and wake Eldam up?
I was outside, so I don't think it would be me.
It would be probably me trying to collect everybody, tell them, listen, yeah, we're on our way. We need to do our things.
snoring his ass off until someone wakes him.
Okay.
Yeah, same with Drangus.
Baldum, you know what happened.
Yeah.
So, you see Drath knock on your door. Come in.
Well done. Oh, okay. You ready to set off? We're leaving for a start.
In a bit, I'll be out soon.
You okay? Didn't sleep well?
You could say that.
Okay. Well, we're grabbing breakfast where we're going out, so I'm gonna go wake Drangus and Crank. I'll see you downstairs.
I love how friendly Drath is. You have this angry voice coming from behind the door, and you're like, "Okay, cool, bye." You're just on your mission.
It's a normal day for this crowd.
I've gone through like the seesaw effect between everybody so far, so I'm just accepting everybody's moods as they come. So if he didn't sleep well, he didn't sleep well. I'm gonna question
So
him.
what you're going with is that everybody in this group PMS.
I'm just grumpy because I didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe my alternate mood is T-pose.
Yeah, literally.
2 sessions.
Yeah, I'll get there to the room. I'll be like, Drangus. As soon as his arms fell like this, I'm like, okay, just put him in the carriage.
Dragon's not bad if he comes invincible to everything.
Okay, so
God mode.
you guys are having breakfast downstairs?
Yes.
How long does it take you to come downstairs, Mr. Belton?
Maybe like 10 minutes.
Okay. So you guys are busy almost at the end of breakfast. Crunk is almost done with second breakfast.
Could have done something though. You would have picked up an apple and some grapes or whatever. And I probably would have noticed Kita's not around. She's outside.
You would have noticed. The
I
big
would have-
reindeer not being there is kind of hard to miss.
Okay, so I'll then go outside and give her a couple of apples and some grapes and say good morning.
Morning. Are you guys having breakfast?
It seems so. I think we're gonna head out soon.
Okay. I'll come inside and have breakfast with everyone.
That would be nice, you know. A little bit of manners. And I'll turn around and I'll walk in.
He gives as good as he gets. Gotta love it. Make your way back inside, Kit and Crunk, back to the breakfast table, and you guys see Beldum.
Good morning.
I walk down from like, the
Morning.
stairs and I sit down next to everyone, but I don't say much. I just eat whatever's there.
So does anybody get seasick?
What's that?
I don't know.
I don't think any of us have been on a ship, I'm going to be honest.
I haven't been on a ship.
Well, imagine the floor underneath you keeps doing this.
Like
Do you
your
think that
truck.
make you sick? No.
It's like when
No.
you drink really bad ale.
Sort of. It's more just kind of like you. The floor's not stable. Not so much
I
you're
know
not
what
stable.
that's
The
about.
floor itself is not stable.
I felt that before. Hmm.
I guess
How
we'll
many of
find
you
out.
like
I don't
traveled?
get sick.
Nobody's traveled.
Not oversea.
Okay.
First time for everything, I guess.
Mm.
So, you
Okay.
guys finish up breakfast. And any discussions you want to have at the breakfast table before you go?
I'm going past the mad gnome. Is there anything anyone needs me to get collect for them?
I'll walk with you if you want someone to walk with.
Gladly.
Brother,
let
you
me-
got this handled. You got everything arranged. We
Yeah.
meet you there.
No problem, so I just want to see if I need anything from the shops first.
Yeah, he went to go and look so hard he left.
Yeah.
He went to go.
Literally
He went to go and fetch milk.
Yeah, on our way to Drancus's place, would there be anything of interest? Just future checking?
One
Something Kronk would like to check.
one store you would go past is Java the Hutt.
Kronk would drag Drancus into that shop.
It is a coffee
Really?
shop.
While they go into that shop, can I make my way down to the necromancer store?
Of course. Who would walk with Beldum?
So, only if he asks.
Drath was saying that he was going to go get stuff ready, and Crunk and Drankus left. So if I see Beldum walking, I'll like kind of follow. Not like I'm definitely following him, but like if he doesn't say no, I'm going to go with him. But I'm not specifically asking to go with.
Okay. You see him heading to the necromancy shop. You going?
Yes.
Does he go in?
He goes in.
I'll follow, because he didn't want to go in yesterday, so I'm like, I'll follow.
Do you just stand by the door or do you go in?
No, I'll follow him. Did you have a change of heart?
You could say that.
Okay. I'll walk in, but I'll just act casual. This is not my deal. I'm just looking around.
quick one. What all does a necromancer sell, by the way?
Is an apothecary
Okay.
owned by a necromancer, so just
Yeah.
all your different potions and herbs and all of the weird and wonderful stuff that you might need to make use of.
Okay. Maybe just pan over to Grunk them. I'm gonna quickly just go through something. I'll be with you in a sec.
Cool beans. Crunk. And the camera pans. Crunk, you and Drangus are standing in the coffee shop. And
That's lovely.
there's a gentleman standing behind the counter and he's like, "Good day.
Good day.
You guys come
it?
to buy some beans?"
Is this good coffee?
It is very good coffee, imported from Estat and other places.
Dragons,
I
aren't
will-
we going there?
We are. We are making
I'm
our way to
asking
that.
you.
Are you guys
Yeah.
looking for some beans? You want
Do you know how to
a
do
ground?
this stuff?
Do you want
Drangus?
solid beans that you can grind yourself?
I would like to have a cup of
Or you want to taste first?
one of your blends.
Of course. And
Crunk
you
would
see
also
him go
nod.
to the back and he throws in this water and it immediately starts steaming. Puts the 2 cups on the counter and he's like, "Please. This is our home blend."
Do you grow the beans locally?
I grow these beans myself, yes.
Grunk goes to sniff it.
Exactly
Smells-
what Drangus does.
It smells like a mixture of cinnamon and caramel.
Grunk will take it.
Drangus actually clears his nose, takes a good deep whiff of trying to get the aromas.
Grunk will take it. He's gonna take a
Crunk,
sip.
roll a 1d4.
Good check. Good vibes.
Yeah, it is good vibes. You get 3 temporary HP. Do you take your sip, Drangus?
I definitely do.
You can roll a 1d4.
Very Discord there.
Um,
I rolled a 3.
You get 3.
What? Yes.
Yeah, you get 3 temporary HP. He's like, "See? Told you. It's good coffee."
Do you have stuff for a long boat journey?
To make you sleep, to...
No. The same what we just had. That was amazing.
Do I feel anything other than normal coffee vibes from this?
There's a hint of magic to it, but nothing harmful.
It must just smell good and
It's like, well, I've got different flavors. There's chocolate, there's the caramel cinnamon that you just had. I have some rose water flavor. I have some
sis.
honey. I have some roasted almonds. All different flavors.
Almonds.
Nuts.
How much for a bag of the almonds and how much for a bag of the caramel cinnamon?
The caramel cinnamon is 3 gold and 50, or 3 gold and 5 silver. And the almond is 4 gold straight.
I would
They
take the
have
chocolate
different
one,
effects,
please.
just so that you know.
I want the chocolate one. I've never had chocolate.
Do elaborate.
The chocolate one is 5 gold.
I give him 50.
He looks at you and saying, "Do you want a barrel full of coffee?"
No, you said 5 gold.
That'll help
You
you.
just gave me 50, and he hands you back 45 gold pieces, and he's like, "Careful, not everybody is honest." And he looks at you, Drangus,
Like the barrel.
and he says, "So the chocolate gives you resistance to cold, and resistant to poison damage. The honey or the caramel cinnamon, as you've already experienced, gives you a little bit more vitality. And the almonds gives you a +1 to your AC. For 10 minutes, of course.
How many cups can you brew from a bag of beans that I'm buying?
About 10. Reliably.
Mm.
Unless you cold brew it, then you can probably get to about 20.
I'll take 1 almond, bag of beans. The chocolate, how much for a barrel?
A barrel is 48.
Right. Then I think I'll take a barrel of the chocolate.
Okay.
And I will take a. You said it's 10 per hit points, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I will definitely take a bag of beans of the.
He looks at you and he's like, 55 gold and 5 silver pieces, please.
55 and 5, eh?
Yeah. And
I just put a solid 56 down.
he puts the barrel on the table and he puts the 2 bags beside it and he's like, here we go. The barrel's 100 cups. Or 200 if you cold brew.
Excellent.
Will that be all?
I think so.
I think that is it.
Oh, fair enough.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
Would I assume that there would be the relevant equipment to brew the coffee on the boat?
You don't normally brew coffee on a boat, so the equipment for it won't be there.
Then I will. What is the cost of the required equipment to brew on our journey?
He looks at you and he's like, do you want to cold brew it or do you want to hot brew it?
Oh, cold brew.
He says, it will cost you about 50 gold for the apparatus. And you see him point in the corners. There's big piece of iron there that's got these pipes, copper pipes running all over. And he says, it does run on magic, so you don't have to worry about needing to find a source of power for it.
Think I'll definitely take that.
Fair enough. 50 gold, sir.
And paid.
He smiles and he's like, you can pick it up when you're way out. Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
We'll get it when we come
EFT.
back from the. When we come back from the. Do you know anything about the Mad No?
All that I know is that his alcohol is very dangerous to drink.
Is it good though?
Oh, it is. If you want to have one sip of alcohol and think that you can see the future.
The question is, can you create a fireball from them?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, a small shot glass of that could burn down a city. I am pretty sure.
So, Drangus, just for reference sake, when we tried to escape the Empire, I created a fireball out of 100% alcohol.
Oh,
And missed.
And missed. Burnt down one of the shops.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
It will be
Very
good.
well.
It's good, it's just strong, so just be careful.
I'll take one of his craft ales if he has.
Cool, so you guys make your way to the Mad Gnome.
Yes.
Cool. You walk in, and you see this tiny little guy at the back going, yes! What can I do for you?
Good day. I assume it's a gnome.
Yes.
What brews and wines do you stock?
I've got strawberry, a normal grape, and pineapple wine. I have pineapple and peach ale, and I have some dry hop beers, and also potato wine, which is very strong stuff.
Do you have any that I could take a whiff of?
Of course, what would you like to have a sample of?
Your potato wine.
Of course! You guys takes a shot glass and he puts it on the table. He's like, my guest.
I look at the shot glass and look at him.
Here's the nostrils. That takes a deep whiff.
It smells like nothing. This is straight up vodka.
The Russian
Take
one.
a sip.
As you take a sip, it goes down, and then you feel the heat.
There it is.
I told you, it's strong stuff.
This would probably do us well in the cold in Estad.
Estat.
Oh, you're going to go and visit a stat in the winter? That's crazy.
I keep telling them it's cold. They don't
We have-
listen.
We have business.
Fair enough. How much would you like?
How much for a bottle?
100 gold.
And a barrel of ale. The
Uh,
good ale.
25 platinum.
That,
No, I'm joking. 25 gold.
Even my math went what?
But look, yeah. To him, it's just numbers and
Yeah.
colors.
would I recognize this as a decent brew worth 25 for a barrel?
After taking your sample from it and tasting it, the peach mix ale is so good.
I'll take a barrel.
It
I'm already
gives you
got
that
it.
same warm feeling,
Yeah.
but it's definitely not as strong as the potato wine.
I think we'll take the barrel, and then what the wines. You said you've got a selection. How much for your different wines?
They are all about 5 to 10 gold. The most expensive is the strawberry. Strawberries take a long time to ferment.
Indeed, they do.
Do you want strawberry, peach, or normal grape?
I took the first barrel that was close.
Yeah, that was the peach ale.
The peach ale. Is the grape a decent wine? A decent grape wine?
It's okay. I wouldn't use it for any sort of spiritual reasons, but for drinking purposes, it's okay.
I'll take 2 of them and 1 of the strawberry wine.
Fantastic. So that is 6 gold for the 2 bottles of wine,
Yeah.
and then it is
I took 3 here, so 2 grapes and 1 strawberry.
2 grapes and 1 strawberry. So it's the 3 gold each for the grape,
Yep.
and then it's the strawberry at 4 gold.
Okay. So 10 total.
10 total. He smiles and he's like, will that be all?
And then I assume Crunk is paying the 25, and I'll help him give the right
Yep.
amount.
Yeah, not 250.
Hmm.
So you get your barrel, and he's like, I tell you what, if you bring me more customers, and he puts the potato wine on the table, and he's like, you can have this. But then you need to promise when I see you again, you bring me more customers. Or more sales. Your choice.
Can do that. Is it
You can
a
work
well
on
branded
that.
bottle?
Yeah, the branding is the Mad Gnome up along the sides, very pretty glass bottle. The lettering on it is in this red color, so this bottle stands out.
Do you perhaps have
The wording for the potato wine is called Cocta.
Hokta?
Yeah, it's,
concoct. It's effectively just basically a mampur vodka.
Basically, yeah.
All right. Do you have branded shot glasses? Would be great for marketing.
No, they cost too much to make.
Fair. All right. We will definitely spread the word of your fine brew, your fire brew.
Thank you.
And I will take that too.
Cool. You make your guys' way out. Do you make your way towards the Dukes?
Yep.
And collect my brewing equipment on the way.
Cool.
Grunk's in a very happy mood.
Okay. Then,
Again, for the sake of brevity as well, I'll just stop at let's say a leatherworking station just to purchase a couple of coats for everybody.
Okay.
And then I'll meet Simon at the docks.
The coats would cost you 5 gold in total for everybody.
No problems.
Because it's nice, very thick, well padded, high quality coats. Then we return to Kit and Belden.
Okay, we're entering the store, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I sort of walk in. I think Kit's still behind me.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck?
Okay, I go up to the guy, and I ask him, do you have 3 rabbit hearts, 2 preservation vials, and 1 human skull?
He looks at you and he's like, yeah, I do.
And how much would that be?
Call it 20 gold. The skull will call 50.
So 75 in total.
Indeed.
Alright.
Are you a fellow practitioner like myself?
You could say that. Although it's been a while.
Interesting.
Tell me, are there others like you in this town?
I'm the only one. Where you going, however? There's more than just 2.
That's very good to know. And then I take the gold out and drop it on his table, and about 80 gold in there for your troubles.
I appreciate it.
And I just underneath my cloak, I sort of just attach everything to my belt, and I close the cloak underneath it, and I walk out of the shop.
Kit, any reaction from you?
I'm kind of standing there staring for like a split second or two, and I'm like, okay, bye. And just follow him out.
Maths. And then I guess we just without me saying much, I just walk towards the docks.
Yeah, no, Kit's not saying anything either, but she's like,
what the fuck is going on? Okay.
Get a calculator.
Everybody gets to the docks. And you guys see Drath busy talking to this blonde-haired, well-dressed gentleman that you guys can assume is Simon. Drath, while you're having this conversation, he looks behind you and he's like, those must be your friends.
Took them a while.
you turn around and Kit's like,
Kit's just sitting, her eyes are like this.
Grunk's bringing his barrel. He's loving life.
And Jangus is clumsily carrying this apparatus.
All of these copper pipes, and it's very well built. Looks
I'll give Jangus like a half a hand with the other hand.
And
Simon, it seems like my people acquired some hardware. Do you mind just installing it on the ship?
No, they're more than welcome to. And he gestures to the ship. Just one more up. You see the ship's gangplank is actually down for you guys to be able to make your way in.
yes or no, did I bring my carriage with? I would have asked the group's consensus on this.
Would it fit?
I don't know if we're going to be doing traveling on that side.
No, the problem is would it fit?
Would it fit?
On the ship?
It is a container or a transport merchant ship, so it would be able to handle.
Okay,
that.
but it's completely up to you.
Yeah.
I'll bring it with, and I would have added all my hay. I'll include it in my list of just a bunch of stuff in my cards.
Okay. Everybody on the ship.
Yep.
Simon whistles and the captain shouts out, and you start seeing all the deckhands on the ship running around, busy pulling on the ropes, releasing the mooring lines from the dock. And you guys feel the ship start to sway a little bit. And that is where we're going to end our session tonight.
Yay.
Awesome session.
Thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate you guys. And we can't wait for next week Sunday. See you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.